Okay, welcome. Let's go. Today is a fun day. I don't think I've done a proper web scraping video in a couple of weeks, and today I'm feeling good. I'm feeling the juices flowing. And I have an idea. Like, you ever have a job description? Like, let's find a job description. Let's just get right to it. You ever find a job description? Maybe like LinkedIn jobs. And let's say you're a junior, you're new, you don't know the lay of the land. You're like a junior software engineer and you just don't know the lay of the land. And you look at a job post. Let's go here. Let's figure this out. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, all the Glassdoor reviews, everything looks great. But something's off about the job application. The language is off. You're reading it and you're like, wait a second. Let's go find the job description. This is a senior. Yeah, they're recommending me senior roles because I'm cool. Just kidding. But you're reading this and you're like, okay, like 10 plus years of experience for like a junior role. Here's like a senior. Okay, it's like 12. It's a senior one. You're looking at this. You're looking coding skills. They list like a ton of languages. It's like. Well, to be fair, I don't think they're including all that, but it's like you're reading this and you don't know how to properly vet it. So today the challenge is, and you don't know if this is actually a good company to work for. You don't know if this is like a toxic company or whatever. Today the challenge, and I think we can do it. I'm not 100%, but also like, yeah, we're gonna do it. Is I want to be able to get a good data set. And we're gonna web scrape this first using Glassdoor reviews, where we can properly label job descriptions based on the actual history behind that language. Because companies often give a tell for what they're really about with the language, and they don't fully know. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a data set, and it'll look like this. Let's go. I got a lot of stuff going on my terminal. If you don't, then you don't know. So let's terminate this process. I call this my 10x job better. You only get it if you're cool, if you're 10x. So let's go create a README and let's talk about what we're going to build before we get fully into it. I already have a config set up because I have some user credentials and we use to make the login, because Glassdoor doesn't actually let you scrape their data without logging in really easily. They don't give you access, so we're gonna have to automate that process. Hopefully we don't actually need a crazy big data set for this, because we're gonna be fine-tuning Llama 2, which is very powerful. So we just needed to understand the pattern in what we're trying to do. So what we gotta do tonight, we gotta build the perfect vetter for a job application. Using just the language, we will make a tool, for now just a CLI tool. I'll make the front end in another video. I'll make like a React video. Front end later. And we will make a tool to label the JD, the job description, with our prediction on the type of work environment based on the JD. Because there's a lot of, I want to be able to find, worst case scenario, we at least find some interesting language using the pattern recognition of GPT, fine-tuning GPT, and we're going to get into the fine-tuning. We have to get into the fine-tuning part. We have to do that. But at the very least, we're going to be able to figure out whether or not certain phrases that come up frequently spark up certain historical things about this workplace. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think everyone's had bad workplaces. Sigh, you're less. Yes, Llama. Oh boy, that scheme pod was hilarious. Yeah, you like the scheme pod? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was yeah, Sigh. This one's for you, Sigh. This one's for you. 'Cause this is a business, right? We're gonna about to do in the next few hours. You can use as a foundation for a business. If you're a schemer, you're an indie dev, you want to make a business. Look at this video. This is the actual. This is how you're gonna have to actually grind to get your video. Also, Sigh, how's the latency on the stream? How's the latency on the stream? Because I'm using StreamYard today, which I used the other day. I got some good feedback from it. All right, let's get started. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm very excited, actually. All right, let's go. So let's create the script. You've seen me do this before. If not, then you don't know. Let's create our routine. Let's call, what are we going to call this? Let's call this 10x job better.js. We're going to make this a CLI tool for now. We'll do that in wrap up. I don't want to waste time on this one. For now, we'll just use like, for now, this is like the input JD. So the way this will work, actually, let's write it out here a little bit. We're going to put these scripts. Let me just remember. This is from another stream. We're just setting up our Puppeteer. Oh, yeah, I got to npm install Puppeteer. Let's see. Could you go to your chat to check latency? Yeah, yeah, I'm checking chat right now, Sai. I think, are we good? Testing? Testing? Did that testing? I saw it right when you said testing, I said testing on my end. So let me know about that. Okay, so for now, we'll just have an input JD, and this will just be a URL to a job description. We're going to scrape that URL. Let's see. 5 seconds? That's not bad. That's honestly not bad. Yeah. It's actually really good. Okay, cool. So let's go. How's the scheming going? Sorry. All right. So by the way, if you're not cool yet, join the Discord. Discord's very fun. It's very cool because we have a lot of like indie dev type up and coming engineers there, including myself. And just it's 10x's all around. It's my 10x club. All right, so we have the job better. So let's actually think through the idea a little bit more. So we're gonna be. This is how I want this script to work. This is our 10x job better. You only have this if you're 10x. If you don't have this, you can't be that. This is the type of stuff like all the all the real leet engineers use. People even say leet anymore. I say it, so it's cool now, right? It's like I'm making it cool. Just kidding. Not cool. So we're gonna pass in a URL to this. It's gonna be URL to any job description. We're gonna find out some way to probably gonna use readability to scrape the data. What we're gonna do is actually, we don't even want to do this yet. What we want to do is we want to make our data set fetcher. So we're gonna hold that script for now. But the way this is gonna work is we're gonna get the URL and we're gonna hit Llama and we'll do that in a sec. I'll probably upload it to Hugging Face and we'll use the inference API, our fine-tuned model. For now, we might just have to test this on Colab, but this is the ideal for what we'll do. Maybe we'll get to this, I don't know. All possibilities are possible. It's fun. I think an idea has turned up more potential than expected. I'm trying to meet with you. Yeah, let me know. And also, if anyone has advice, I got some experience when it comes to startups and building things, contact me and all that. All right, so cool. So that's how it's going to work ideally, but the first things first, we got to make the web scraper. So we have to make our Glassdoor review finder. And this is going to output our data set. So it's not abstract. It's not like an abstract review finder. Let's actually, my bad. We don't want this all in here. Let's keep this here for now. Let's keep that there for now. We're going to get back to that. For now, the bulk of this is definitely going to be the script. And I'm going to start with my scaffolding, right? I want to, and I'm calling this run. Let's call it main. Our C friends. We're going to have our main function here. And we don't have to export. We just have to run main. I was like doing a lot of React, so I'm just like constantly exporting. Okay, so first things first we want to do is we want to start up Puppeteer. We're using Puppeteer to scrape today. If you don't use Puppeteer, I don't know what you're doing. Just kidding. I just really, really, really like scraping with Node and Puppeteer. I think the interface is so good, and I've been web scraping for years now. So I'm at a point where I'm like, I know my tools. Because that's the thing about engineering is the longer you go with building, the better you are at the tools. Okay, so like the more you understand, and I don't mean like you know every tool. What I mean is you're good with your tools. The first stage is figuring out what your tools are. Second stage is getting good, which takes time. But you learn your tools is kind of like learning your way. Okay, so I'm just keeping this timeout here because we're gonna have to time out. I know Glassdoor. So many people want to scrape them that they're gonna try to block us. We're probably not gonna do a VPN today. If we have to, we have to. What I mean is we're probably not gonna proxy the VPN. But anyway, set up the browser. We have a headless browser. We're setting the headless to false because we want to see what's happening while we're running this. Eventually, we'll work. Oh, those are. I'm like showing my messages to friends. Okay. So first things first, we have our JD. What I'm thinking, so this is how this script needs to work. We need to go and first we need to log in to Glassdoor. So let's do some pseudocode. Then we gotta do a company reviews search. So we're gonna go to the reviews page, which I already have open here. We're gonna be searching. See, Jack, they saw you texted me. So we're gonna go and I will dox every one of my friends by the end of the stream. By the end of the stream, you will all be doxed. I'm sorry. That should be a video of me just doxing. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. So I promise YouTube already doesn't like me. I get it. I'm actually not even offended. I'm used to it. But so I got to get on their good side. There will be no doxing. This is the most hacker stuff we're doing. It's web scrape. But I can. YouTube, if YouTube gets on my bad side, yeah, I know your names. Okay. This is a business relationship. Okay. So one thing I want to go through each of these companies. This isn't gonna be perfect. So the interesting thing is I want to get really bad companies first as I'm scraping. But really what we want to do is we want to get each of these. Oh, hold on. We want to get, let's paste this. So we want to go to the company's review search. Get each company. Go to the page. Get maybe 10 job descriptions. And then get the reviews for each job. So what we're gonna, or the reviews for the company. We're gonna get like I know they have like a little overview of the reviews. They'll be like 10 people said this positive thing. And in the end, we're gonna build a data set. Using this data, we will build a data set that looks like, and if you know anything about fine tuning, you're gonna get so excited right now. You're gonna be like, oh my God, this is actually cool. This is a business, okay? If you can't think of an idea for a business looking at this, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know, I don't know. So I'm mostly kidding about that. I guess some people are slow. It's fine. If you're slow, then it's okay. But if you're really 10x, you're eventually the 10x thing is gonna die. It might already be dead, but I'm gonna keep it alive. Okay, so we're gonna use a prefix token so Llama understands as we're training, fine-tuning Llama, we're gonna use this token and we're gonna say job better description or job description. Maybe it's a lot. But we're gonna have the job description as a token here. And the tokenizer, we don't even have to update the tokenizer once we train this. We just have to, like, it's probably going to be like maybe 10 tokens, whatever this is. It's fine. The consistency, when you're fine tuning these llamas with enough data, the pattern recognition just sticks. So, and this is going to be the labels. And we'll have like good or pros. And then we'll do the pros that we scrape and we'll just put that there. And then we'll say cons and the cons we scrape. And obviously this is going to be the description. So this is how it's going to, this is like how the data set, we're not going to have these new lines here. I'm just making it readable. It's how the data set looks. So for each review or for each job description we get, we're going to use the company reviews as the labels here. And when we run a prediction, we're just going to input a job description with the labels. And then hopefully they know to give us pros and cons. So we'll be able to reverse engineer the language using this LLM we're going to use. We'll be able to reverse engineer the language of the job description to see if they're effing with us. Okay? I suppose I can just speak. But like, we want to figure out whether or not there's hidden things, because you might be a junior, you might be like, hey, I don't know what's like a weird thing. Okay, well, one a little tip for juniors: if the job says 3 years of like view experience or something, or what's like a new 3 years of remix experience, yeah, it's a red flag for a junior job. It's probably gonna suck. Sorry. You're hacking some BS together on a Saturday night. I'm making traditional Italian sausage pasta, different energy. Yeah, my energy is crushing energy. Are you cooking for me, Jack? You're like, oh, on a Saturday night, I'm cooking right now. For me? Thank you. So as I work, as the men work, we'll eat your food after. By the way, Jack's my friend, so I'm not just like roasting some guy in the chat. But please, comment, ask questions. I'll riff with you if you're cool. All right. So, or not, or don't. If you're not cool, please don't. Please don't comment. All right. So let's get started. We can actually just get started. So let's do some scaffolding, async function, company review search. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we actually need to log in. We need to log into Glassdoor, and I have some login credentials here. Ooh, don't worry, you won't see it because I'm going to read from I already have it saved in a file that I'm going to read from. We're being very safe. If you see it, I don't really care. Like, what are you going to do? Hack me? I've been hacked. I'm using FS to you can't hack. Like, what are you going to hack me for? If you visited, I'd cook. No, I know. I'm just kidding, Jack. No, I would appreciate your cooking. Just kidding. So let's go. Let's parse this JSON file. It might be broken. I may have to stop sharing so I can fix this. But I think we should be fine. But anyway, so we want to log into Glassdoor. This is going to be a good one. We want to pass in the page object, which is what we're going to use to scrape. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Hello, Jared. I'm a junior dev. Hey, what's up? If you're a junior dev, this is the perfect video for you. Well, whatever script we make in the end of the day here, at the end of the Saturday night, thank you for joining, by the way, and not doing your degenerate behavior. You're getting better right now while everyone else is out there, getting Boofed. Oh, YouTube. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. All right. So let's go and don't get boofed. Sorry. Shouldn't have said boofed. All right. So, so let's go and let's see. Let's go to the Glassdoor login. I need to stop saying it. It's such an addicting word. Actually, I think that's a word they actually don't know about. Why can't I? All these internal ones. Let's click sign in here. Okay. Oh, it's a. So let's do this. Let's search for Glassdoor. This is fine. We may have to click a modal to open it up, which is fine. Okay. It's just not ideal. I hate dealing with modals when I'm web scraping. Modals, you gotta wait for it to open. This is not the page that I want. This is not the page I'm looking for. You know what? I'm logged in already. Let me sign out. Let me sign out. This also, is this, what is this? Oh, okay. But, sign. Okay. So it looks like when you go to the index page, they have a little login here. So we don't have to use a modal. So first things first, let's use the page class in Puppeteer to go to the URL here. And we're going to wait for that to happen. And then we're going to check this email. We're going to inspect it. Let's inspect this email. Yeah, if you're a junior, just know life's going to be really hard for you. Everyone wants to say, oh, if you're a junior, no, don't have imposter syndrome. No, have imposter syndrome. That's how you get better. If you want to sugarcoat things, I'll tell you the real thing. You don't belong. Wait for selector. Oh, it's like we know everyone see Scott Pilgrim at that part in the movie where the bad guy like hits the girl and then you see like bad on the screen. That was me right there. Okay, so we're gonna go. I use page evaluate to do our selectors. We're making a selector for the email, and we're gonna wait for the selector to load on the page. And then we're gonna use query selector, which is how you query the page for information. Because this is apparently what the email is. It's this inline user email. Everyone wants to scrape their data, just use that. I don't know. They don't like me for that. It's like, you know, like I'm at a point where I'm like I feel like just take my accounts. I don't care. Okay, so let's go get the email. Let's get this element. I think there's a send keys. You know, let's actually search. Oh wait, I think we have another script we just did that does this. Hold on, let me open it up. Let me open it up. It was the Facebook one. What was that one called? Oh, I actually have it on my GitHub. Check my GitHub out if you want to see. I'll post most of these on my GitHub. We made a cancel bot the other day. I feel like that one had mixed reception, but that's okay. Sometimes I'll do things and I'm like, yeah, maybe this one was a little intense. Made a cancel bot. All right, like a thing that like it finds like things YouTubers said that was canceled. I shouldn't say this. I mean, YouTube, I didn't do that. Sorry. Okay, so we want to find, how did we send keys? Is there a keys? Yeah, we did keyboard type. Oh yeah, we focused on the email. Oh, okay. So we actually don't need to get the element. We can just do this. So focus, we pass in a selector, and this will focus the selector. So this will click the email and focus it. And then we're going to automate passing in the username, which I already have right here. So, and it's not the only thing. We need to click a button, pretty sure. So we're going to say, I'm going to type in my, yeah, you see the email, but that's okay. I don't care. That's fine. All right, so you see the email, and now I'm hacked. So, and then we're going to go on the password. Oh, I didn't. Let me go back. Or no, let me refresh. I need to see what the button is for for this thing. Not the fastest web page. That's okay. So many third-party things. All right. Continue with email. We can also look for a button that says continue with email, but I think it's a little bit overkill. So let's get this button. It's probably, I think it's the only submit button on the page. You know who's so good? I have so much respect for Facebook. Seriously. I know that sounds like not me, the way I said that, but they actually are so good at not getting web scraped. They're like really good. You should watch my Facebook one because that one it was hard. It was it was a struggle. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. We don't have to wait for it. We can just get the selector. And we want to click. Hold on a sec. Let me just see if this click works. So let's get this. Let's do dot click. That click on it. I think pretty sure it did. Let me just double check. I'm gonna type something in here. We're gonna see if we get an error when we do a dot click. Because I want to see if I can do a click in the page. Does that make sense? Now we're in it. Now this is the part where you're only here if you truly have that engineer curiosity. That beautiful. I think it did. Yeah. I think let's just do this. Okay, so we're gonna run a script. So after we send the keys, we're gonna run a script we're gonna send the script to our Chromium browser, and we're gonna click it like that. We're gonna see what happens. And once this gets clicked, let's actually add my Gmail. I think we can also press enter, but that's fine. Click that. And then we have to wait for this to show up. We have to wait until this is selectable. So let's actually do this. Let's await timeout 1 second just in case. So we're just going to wait a second. Because we don't know. Because if you're using a lot of memory, here's a little thing about web scraping that you have to understand. If you're using a lot of memory, you have to wait for the presence of things, because if you're using a lot of memory, the time is going to be off. So timeouts are never great, but it's good to do it just in case. And we're probably going to have to do it just to seem more like people as we're scraping this. So we don't need a ton of data, which is great, because I know they know how to find stuff. So actually, we have inline user password. That's super easy. And we can copy the same thing. Actually, I know we're going to need that, right? So let's get this. Let me get the password I have stored that you will never see. Watch you like see it immediately. It's okay. I don't use it for anything. And then let's click sign in. I think we should be good. If we're not, that's okay. Yeah, we can use the same submit, because it just replaces the submit with this new submit. And let's just do another timeout here. I think we just did the login. I think we did it. Let's just time out 10 seconds so we can see what happens. We didn't run the function. No, we did. Okay. Let's do it. Let's node Glassdoor review finder. Please just work. This one, I just hope it just works. We just have no issues. That's what I like about coding, is there's never any issues. Isn't that crazy? If you're confused at what I said, like, I'm sorry. It sucks to be you. I'm not confused by that at all. You're like, wait, but and then I'm like, oh, you have bugs? You ever meet that guy who's so good that it's scary, and then you meet, nice, hey, we're typing. You meet him, and then he's like, oh yeah, hey, dude, that worked first try. What? Nice. Okay, so I didn't expect that. Okay, cool. So let's go get the page where we get the companies. Let me just use the first few companies now. I don't want to get pagination and do a bunch of crazy stuff. I also don't want the data set to be too big. So let's go to reviews. So let's say get companies. Let's just get company. Yeah, get companies for now. This is going to get the company pages. Get Glassdoor companies. We'll have to do pagination eventually, but we're fine. This is going to give us a list of company URLs. So get the companies. We're going to pass the page, and this is like a void function. We don't care about this. So we're going to get the company page URLs from that. Let's equal that. Let's get that. Let's do an await for page.goto. We have this link. What are you doing on Saturday? What's everyone doing on Saturday? You're watching this. What is wrong with you? You should be going out, getting drunk, and destroying your brain. I'm that guy. I'm like, why don't we like go to like the beach? Why are we getting drunk? I like stopped drinking recently because I realized my whole life, I'm 26 for a week, and my whole life since I started drinking as a teenager was a lie. I was like, wait, I don't like this. I'm just doing this. Like, I'm literally just doing this. Also, we can paginate with the URL, which is great. Like, anyone have a moment like that where you're just like, my birthday is the 17th, Si. It's the 17th. If anyone wants to, hey, celebrate my birthday, hey, we'll do a party. We'll do a party. I don't celebrate my birthday typically. It feels good because once you realize that you actually get better as you get, older, then everything's kind of cool. Like once you feel your prime, because I was always like, am I in my prime yet? It feels good. Let's see. Rating. It's not going to the page. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's 17th. I'm a Leo, dude. I'm a Leo. All right. I'm just kidding. That stuff's so stupid. All right. So, actually, you know what we can do? We can get the reviews page and the jobs page here. Look how easy they make that for us. Seriously, if you like drank, you're no, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna shame anyone for drinking. I used to have a lot of fun drinking. But I definitely don't miss it at all. I honestly didn't have that much fun. Like, I've had way more fun like snowboarding or like just I don't know, enjoying my family. Like hanging out with my brothers. All right, so we need sorry, I'm not cool. All right, but we need to get each employer card. We need to wait for the selector to exist. Employee selector all. Let's see if we get this. Okay, so this is it. So we got the employee cards. And then we need to get both of these cells in a sec. Me too, I'm 22. Hey, you once said if you use VS Code, you're a loser. Why autocomplete? I'm just kidding. Don't take everything I say too seriously. Don't take it too seriously. Can we request companies to be included on the toxic list? Well, it's not. That's not how it works. So it's like the way the script works is you give it a job description and it detects based on the language whether it is or isn't. So it's like super smart. So that's how we're hunting them down. We're doing it through the job description. So if you're writing a job description, this script is gonna find you. It's gonna see behind your lies. Okay, so yeah, no, but like, yeah, you're not like actually a loser if you use VS Code. I want to be very clear about that. VS Code is actually really good. I don't use it because I'm the weird one for not using it. It's actually very cool. So let's get the employer cards. And we can actually make this an object, an array of objects for names or for the job page and the reviews page. We're gonna have to scrape the jobs page. Yeah, we're gonna have to scrape the jobs page for jobs. You know, VS Code's okay. VS Code, you're just not, you can't be 10x and use. I mean, let me just make this clear. You can't be 10x and use VS Code. Just saying. Only Vim and Sublime Text because I'm using it right now. Okay, so let's go, and we're not going to map. We're going to loop through this. Employer card of employer cards. And we'll get the employer card, and we'll do, what am I doing in go to? We don't have to do this. Hold on a sec. Let's do something I haven't done before. Let's pass a variable to page evaluate, and let's pass the element to page evaluate. So page is going to give you this like you'll see. So you can actually pass variables to it, and you can pass elements to it, and I'm pretty sure it'll persist on the page. Let me think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will. They say Satoshi Nakamoto used VS Code. Yeah, no, I stopped using IntelliSense, and I saw I was actively being more active while coding. Yeah. I think you like coding is a very brain-oriented activity. So you want your brain to be like really like you don't want to be coding in a way where you're not thinking a lot over and over and over. Personally, that's my personal opinion. So let's go and actually exit out on LinkedIn. But let's get why did that just pop up? But let's get our hey, just came across your stuff, some really cool content you're putting out. Can I get like a quick rundown of what this project is? Leah, let's redo it. If people are filing in now, if you're filing in now, I will talk about what we're building right now. So today, not doing this again, okay? Tonight, we're gonna make the perfect vetter for a job application. Really what we're doing is we're gonna fine tune Llama with a data set that looks like this, that we're gonna scrape Glassdoor to get reviews and to get the labels those reviews are about. And we're going to use those labels in order to label job descriptions for that company. So for each job description of a company, we're labeling them with the reviews, the overall reviews of the company. We're going to build a data set so we can fine tune Llama 2 so that once we give Llama 2 a job description, it'll guess what the history of that company is based on just the JD. Because Glassdoor is not perfect at all for vetting companies. There's a lot of language that, as someone with experience, I can see and be like, oh, I will never work for that company. And not just the obvious, like, okay, you need 10 years experience as a junior thing. I mean, like, there'll be certain things in the language, like, let me think of something. It'll be like, you need to like, you know what? As we just saw earlier, when they list out a ton of languages. And I don't mean that even if it's like, oh, you just need to like when they list out a ton of different technologies, it's always bad. It's always bad. When they list out a ton of technologies, I know there's ego in there. I can smell it. I can smell it. Like when they just like, because what they're doing is they're trying to like when they try to cast that wide net, you can tell that they're trying to get this like top 1% in their idea, and I can smell the ego. I can smell, I can smell it in my screen. Let's see, appreciate it, LL. Yeah, of course. No, like if you can smell the ego of the engineering department, that's what we're really trying to do here. You can smell it. Yeah, it's like you should be more specific with your job description. That's why I just build my own stuff now. It's like I'm not gonna work for you. Okay, so let's do this. So we can pass. Pretty sure, actually, we can. Let's look at the docs. Let's go to not that. Don't care about that. Let's put this. So let's go and search. I need to look and see because there's this element handle. So once you get elements, when you're scraping in Puppeteer, which is what I'm using to scrape, Puppeteer is great. Puppeteer, I want to see this element class. I'm pretty sure they give you a query selector so you can query inside the element you just got. I'm just trying to see what that is. Yeah, I think it's just a normal selector. I think you just do dot, yeah. So we don't have to do this. We can do employer card dot. So realize, I think we want to do an array from. Well, I think we should be fine. Employer card dot selector, and what was the selector called? Let's see. That's how it happens in text. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Just look at the ego. That's all it is. And that's in a lot of that is in language, like for real. That's what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that the ego makes a bad engineer. I'll joke and say like stupid stuff here, but the reality is I'm nothing. Truly, that's a good thing. The more you humble yourself, the better you are, 100%. And if you see in a job application that these people aren't trying to, they don't appreciate the value you're bringing as much as they have so much value, and you're like, this, it's like you should be grateful you get this job, and it's like you need to. And I mean, for super senior roles like staff type roles, like they should be pretty discerning. But if it's like a junior role and they're like trying to set a super high bar, or they're trying to cast a really wide net and pretty much just vet you on algorithmic skills, it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign for culture. You're probably gonna get grinded out, and you're gonna hate tech, and then you're gonna be like, watch my streams, getting re-inspired. Oh wait, I'm hurting my base. My base is people that are jaded from from tech. All right, so we want to get the jobs a tag, and then in the jobs a tag, we're going to do .href. I think that's what we want. I just want to log this, and then we're going to get. So we have the jobs a tag, and then we have the reviews. So we're getting the review and job page for each of these, so we can scrape their job descriptions and the reviews and map them together. Looks like this is very similar. It's just capital reviews. So we'll do this, and we'll get the reviews a tag. So we're getting the element first, and then we're doing this. I felt that they just want a slave with lots of time. Yeah, my whole life is avoiding being a drone, a slave. It's like that. It sucks. And I get it. Oh, you make a lot of money. Money kills you. Remember it. Money kills you. People, that's the next level. The first level is, and I'm not saying don't make money. That's not my point when I'm saying that. Really understand what I'm trying to say here. Let's check this out. I'm not trying to say money is, what I'm really trying to say when I say money kills you is what I mean is the love of money. If you sacrifice the life you want to have, like your time, your purpose, the things that like I wake up happy, right? Because I own my time, I own my day. I humble myself. If you sacrifice these things for a job, you're gonna like that job. Maybe the first year, you're gonna like it the second year, you're gonna like it the third year. You're gonna like it when you're in your 40s and you're done your prime. Nice. Hold on a second. We didn't log, but we needed to log. But it's like you don't like it after all that. No, you're not gonna like it. So we didn't log what we thought we would log. Let's see if this log right here. What are we looping through? We go to. Oh wait, my bad. We actually were still testing it. But let's see how this works. Do you think people around you are always the biggest influence in how you think with how humans are wired? Yeah, but that's positioning. We talked about that a little bit on schemology the other day. You can choose your environment, and sometimes your environment should be a little lonely, which is a phase. And a lot of people, in order to not be lonely, they'll surround themselves with people that they know aren't great for them. Your people you surround you with are very, very important. They can elevate you, especially. But there's some people, it's like you might be more of a leader. You might be someone that inspires other people, right? If you're that type of person, maybe you shouldn't be, oh, because I have this 10-second timeout. But if you're that type of person, maybe you should be thinking about the type of people you surround yourself with and the type of people, like what you say to people matters a little bit more. Like how you influence matters more. Oh, it's not iterable? Yep. Because this is undefined. Does that make sense? And also, we got to wait for this. My bad. But yeah, if you're someone who is very influenced by people, you're gonna have a very tough time if you're surrounded by a bunch of people that spend their Friday nights relieving their 9-to-5 trauma with a bunch of brewskis, and then they wonder why they're aging really weird once they hit 30. Anyway, too real. All right, so yeah, I never got an actual job. I got an SC degree in 2021. I was just like, man, yeah, 100%. Like, what's your name? Shenmue. Shenmue, are you in the Discord? Because you sound like you belong. You sound like you belong in the Discord. Yeah, no, like, don't like, because people will say, "Oh, I had to be a cognitive machine. It was my best option." If you're in America, and it's fine if you're not, but if you're in the West, especially America, you have such a unique opportunity. Even at if you work a minimum wage job, you have such a unique entrepreneurial opportunity. It's crazy the laws we have, and I mean that in a good way. So don't, if you're surrounded by people that have a negative thought on entrepreneurship, just get out. Get out. I'm telling you, it's lies. It's lies. All right, so we have the sign in success, and then it abort. Oh, you know what? We have to wait for the page to finish before we go to a new page. I just stumbled over your stuff. Join though, yeah, like that's what we talk about here. That's what we talk about here. No, like you don't want to be the skills you need to be in like an indie dev are gonna like those skills are such an advantage. It's such an advantage. It's crazy. It's like in terms of independence, it's such an advantage. All right, so we got to figure out, we have to wait for the current navigation. I think we can just run wait for navigation. Let's see. Wait page dot wait for navigation. And we could probably use a timeout. And probably just say 10-second timeout. It shouldn't be 10 seconds. Just want to double check that that's how it works. So after we log in, we actually have to have a timeout. And we probably should do a try catch. Oh, you know what we can do? We can. No, this is better. This is better. I'm not in US, so I joined your Discord. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. No, I'm not saying like you gotta be US. I'm just talking to US people. You 100%. There's a reason Silicon Valley is Silicon Valley. Yeah, America is like there's people out there that talk about, and especially now, like there's people of a certain political. I'm not even gonna get political, but there's a lot of political people that are really crapping on entrepreneurship. Is like, oh, they'll always say, oh, these successful entrepreneurs always came from money, and it's like, I got some news for you. It's not in the way you think. So many things getting logged here. Employer cards is still not iterable. Interesting. We may have to do a array from. Let's double check here. So we are returning it. Let's run this again. Oh, we're not awaiting this. Oh my god. And we have to await this too. We have to await everything. Puppeteer is all just promises. It's so funny. But our navigation way made sense. I recently explored the indie maker Mark making $10,000 in his web app. Yeah, there's a ton of people making good money for themselves. Yeah, for sure. What I'm doing is just me developing an app, and every week I talk. Yeah, like having that wherewithal to be as we might be logging in too many times, but having that wherewithal to just surround yourself with people that are in the same mindset of you. Like I did that very young, and I benefited so much from it. Let's see if we get this. Let's see if we get this. We just want to get the company links. Let's see. Okay. So it's length of undefined. Okay, so it's still undefined. Let's see. Now let's actually go to this page and test stuff. Let's see. Let's go here. Any bad job stories anyone has? Toxic workplace things. I feel like everyone has one. Right? I feel like it's just so common. It's crazy. And businesses, I don't want to crap on business too much. Like sometimes employees suck, but like one where you have middle management, which is usually the problem, that just suck. You know what? Let's test in Firefox. Because we might have a situation, in Chrome, we might have a situation where Chrome is actually the thing that's messed up here. I feel pretty fortunate gotten to see us. What do you think about the business kid who wants to start their own thing to avoid cog mentality? They got a job. You'd be surprised how much often better off the business kid is than the engineering people. We like to think engineers like, oh, we know everything. Sometimes we really don't. When it comes to, I gotta get this URL. When it comes to that's a good question though. It's like, what's some advice to someone that doesn't have the technical skills? The technical skills people don't typically need as much advice. The non-technical people don't typically need as much advice. And part of the reason why is because they're almost always, let's see if we get the same thing here. They're almost always more social, and they're better at getting networks, which when you're independent, that's so important. Like the rules of opportunity are swayed towards the people that, oh wow, they have, yeah, I think they have different, yeah. Hold on. I think this is different, right? Just no, this looks the same. But the rules of opportunity sway towards the people that actually like show up in person. Let me just see. Is this the same thing? I think it's the same thing. Yeah, it is. Let's see what's going on here. So we're waiting to get the employee cards. Let's do this. Do this. It's, for some reason, it's undefined. Let's do this. And we're getting the selector. We're evaluating it. We're waiting for it to exist. And once it does exist, we're selecting it. Let me just do array from. Actually, let's just do this. Let's do the double selector. Let's pass this in. Does that make sense? Because often, and like there's a, in Philly near me, there's a group of business people that let's see, we can do this with Node.js. Am I late to know this? Yeah, Node.js is great for web scraping. But yeah, the business people are actually like, they're often better positioned. Like there's a network of these tech entrepreneurs in Philly, and I'm one of the only engineers there. Isn't that depressing? I'm going here and I'm like, I want to find indie devs. I'm like, I'm the only one. That's my life. I'm like, I want to find engineers that can talk. And the world's like, no. No, I'm kidding. There's a lot. In fact, the best are ones that know how to communicate. I'm telling you, bar none. That's just facts. All right, let's see if this works this time. It may not. And I talked about this a little bit earlier, but the reason why I say communication is key to engineering is because look at Unix. Look at these systems. Look at Linux. Look at like, oh, okay. Okay, we got it. We got it. Nice. That's undefined because, all right. So this worked this time. So I don't know. All right. So we got the employee cards. This didn't work though, and I think it's because the attribute. We need to get the attribute differently. So let's go and. But the reason why I mentioned Unix is because you can use Unix for an hour and know how 80% of the commands work. You tell me that's not good communication. Tell me that's just because it works well. No, I'm telling you, like, let's see. Oh, okay, so it's so funny. I've never used a val like this. Oh, it's using a val and it's doing it. Okay. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We can do. Wait, whatever. This is fine. We're just evaluating getting the class attribute. Out of that, I feel like it's written really poorly. Let's do this. Let's use it. Let's just do that. We're doing the same thing in the docs. So let's get. Let's pass in our employee card. Actually, hold on. We're off the wrong. I did the wrong statement here. So we can get the tag, and then we can actually pass in this to a page evaluate. We're trying to get the hrefs for the job pages that we get. Does that make sense? We can do this network effect. I feel the same. LOL. Trying to find devs like you, but I don't know devs. Yeah, yeah. Definitely. Like, introduce yourself in the Discord, because I feel like it's so new. I started streaming like a month ago. It's so new, but which is cool because we're already getting good growth. But I feel like it's already so beneficial. I'm like, wow, there's like people like me. Okay, so let's get the jobs href, and we're gonna pass in the tag, and then we're gonna return the element.href. Let's see if this works. .get attribute href. I feel like that's overcomplicated. It's definitely overcomplicated, but and then we'll get the reviews href, and we're gonna scrape these pages individually to get our data set. This just like works so far. Like, this is working suspiciously well. Gotcha. Interesting. We can do autocomplete forms with Puppeteer for applying jobs. Yeah, I don't. I like recently helped out a company doing that. It's funny you mentioned that. Just like I can't do that because I probably have a weird NDA. That was like a client I had recently. That was autofilling applications with like OpenAI. I won't name them, obviously, and I won't say how it was done. I don't want to mess up they're good guys, so I don't want to mess up their competitive advantage. But that's a real use case. I personally think it's not a great idea because with the open-ended things, like autofilling resume uploads is easy, but with like when you're doing when you're autofilling with like OpenAI, I feel like that's not good. People won't like that. People want to answer open-ended questions on their own. This is my opinion about it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Oh, let me get rid of this timeout. Yeah. Let's get rid of this timeout. Let's try it again. Let's assume we get the href actually and keep coding. I want to get more coding done here. Let's get, and we can't do a map, unfortunately, because we can't do async await in the map. So we're just going to get a new, this is our company URLs. And then we're going to get, for each company, we're going to have an object with the reviews, the jobs, and these are just the two links. And for each company, it's going to have the reviews link and the href link. I mean, the reviews link and the jobs link. And let's return the company URLs. Let's actually keep this going. I want to write out more logic. And the reason why I want to write out more logic is because I don't want to keep like triggering their API. Honestly, I feel like some of the stuff you're mentioning, like your Medium article or getting software, are somewhat counterintuitive, but maybe trivial to you, but like not taught broadly. Maybe just because I live in a bubble, though. Which part seems counterintuitive? I mean, I think I know which part. Yeah, like let me know though. So I want to break it down because a lot of this is counterintuitive in terms of like because I wrote this Medium article that it seemed like a lot of people liked, but on how to get good, essentially enough to be an independent or to be a career programmer from being self-taught. But I feel like it is, a lot of it is counterintuitive, and that's why it's competitive. Because a lot of things, I wanted to talk about this with Jack on the other stream, but so we want to have a get jobs, and then we want to have a function where we like get reviews. So let's do get Glassdoor jobs. And we're going to pass in the URL. So like I feel like we're going to do the same thing for this one. And we're going to make these functions. So I feel like there's one thing that's really important when it comes to when it comes to oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. We're talking about oh yeah, so like when it comes to getting self-taught and things like that, a lot of it isn't intuitive at all. And then oh yeah, intuitive. So a lot of the way engineers think is through gathering knowledge and then and then not even doing something, but sort of getting more competence from knowledge. And that seems like it makes sense. But what the nerds don't understand, the jocks understand, is that real knowledge, real impact in the world comes from following through on an intuition. And what I mean by that is you think something and then you take action. Like you have that feedback, and I think a lot of engineers don't have that follow through on their intuition, that faith in their intuitions. So when I say like, okay, like yeah, you can definitely become a self-taught engineer if you code an hour a day or if you do things like this. I'm talking about the actions you can take, because the real thing is the world isn't a static state machine. It's or it isn't in a static state. It's a state machine. You poke and then things come out. Does that make sense? It's like the more you take action, the more you actually figure out how systems work. And this is where game theory comes to play. Getting good at games and exploiting games, like coding, getting good at coding is a game. Getting a job in coding is a game. Like the way you get better at these things isn't through studying. I know, I know I'm not. A lot of people may not like that, but it's not through studying. It's through action. It's through poking. It's like it's having an intuition and trusting it, and then being like, okay, well, I'm going to insert myself in this room, or I'm going to build this thing, and then you're constantly taking action, and then you learn more about the system. Uh, Dev ain't about coding; it's all networking, talking to people. Yeah, well, where can I learn backend dev for free? Is there a site? I'll have some backend streams. The way I learned backend was just starting with the basics of PHP MySQL and using PHP MyAdmin like 10 years ago, actually more than 10 years ago. And part of the reason why I think that's so good is because, let's do this. And the part of the reason why I think that's so good is because, let's do this. Let's actually build a data set right here. Is because there's so much deep web dev knowledge from going PHP route. I'm not saying go to PHP route, but that benefited me a lot because PHP is so janky and people have been grasping with it for so long that you learn a lot of fundamentals by tearing your hair out, by having such a hard time with it. I'm not saying that that's like great though. So let's create prompts with reviews and jobs. And then we'll push the prompts to the data set. But really what I mean, I'll actually simplify that. Don't learn PHP. I want to be very clear here. I'm not telling you to learn PHP. What I'm saying is learn the whole thing. Like when you're learning backend, build a project. Learn how the templating works, learn how sessions and cookies work, build an entire video service like YouTube, you know what I mean? That will serve you a lot more than, let's say, review, my brother's snoring. So like that'll serve you a lot better than, let's see, like even just networking, like you mentioned now, and schemology makes sense in theory, but it didn't really click until I heard it from you. I feel like it underemphasized. Well, CS side, traditional CS, I'm sorry to tell you, traditional CS education isn't trying to make you successful. It's trying to make you useful in a role, in a predefined role that's actually shifting rapidly in the past year and in the next few years. Like, and CS, that's why it's like, it's a gift to think outside. Also, the volume of stuff you should be creating much higher. I'm sort of getting that you and the people ahead of me Uh, cognitive machine. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's trying to make you a cognitive machine. Okay. Am I a little like too intense about that? No, I'm so against being a cognitive machine. Like I don't care. Who cares? I'm so against all that. It's so funny. Like, I know it sounds intense, but it's like that's real. All right, so let's go. Let's first figure out how to scrape this jobs page. We got the jobs, or I think we got the jobs. Oh no, wait, I broke the last time. Let's run it again. In the meantime, while it's running, let's go and let's click X on this tab. Yeah, the cognitive machine thing, it's like you actually don't, people will, I'm telling you, especially like I've seen people in that 18 to 25 that like you're still growing age, seen many people not make it. And I don't mean like literally, but like the light in their eyes go away. People will be telling you, they'll say all sorts of things about the decisions you should do. And the light in your eyes goes away when you don't follow your heart. I know it sounds lame, but it's true. All right, let's see if you gotta be like Goku. You gotta just be happy to fight, grateful to be here. And I think I want to do a halftime speech maybe at the end of this because I think a lot of people aren't. They're losing their. I can just feel it. Like I'm a, sort of like I can feel vibes, and I feel like I just know a ton of people reviews a. Oh my bad. I know a ton of people are sort of reviews a. Yeah, I didn't define it, but I know a ton of people are getting a little grinded out, and I get it, but and also just like demoralized, and it's like I should talk about this later because it's a whole topic, and it's just I may have to make a whole clip on like just entitled "Why We Build." It's so important. It's like crazy important. I feel like the AI cogen would change that, take away the uncreative aspect of developing and leave more. Yeah, yeah, 100%. But what you're saying, so Shenmue, what you're saying is it's going to become largely more creative, right? Is that what the CS education is teaching? Let's really think about it here. You know, it's like a lot of these things are going to become more creative, and you're going to have way more in this next year. You're going to have, in my opinion, and I'm just taking a bet on this, right? Using my intuition and trying to take action on it. The indie dev is going to become very powerful as AI gets bigger, and these things like fine tuning Llama and doing all this stuff. These are the fundamentals that if you keep up with it, when GPT-6 comes out and takes your job, you're going to be like, oh, like I have like a business with this technology, and not just this technology. Like I understand everything about this, and I actually have some intuitions that maybe OpenAI doesn't understand. Hold on, let me log in here. I just realized I need to test this page by logging in. It's actually going fairly smoothly, which is nice. I thought the script, like Glassdoor is such a scary site to scrape. But it seems like once you log in, it's kind of good. Seeing development like an art where you pursue your interests and intuitions as opposed to strictly following prescription advice traditionally. But it is counter. You're totally right. Well, it's interesting. I don't even see it as much as an art as I see it as like it's an immense amount of it's one of the best. We're in a unique. This is why I'm so passionate about what I do. Is well, one, it just saved my life almost when I was like a middle school student, which we can get to. But like, there's an aspect of the timing we're in, like the times that we're in right now, that are so powerful. Yeah, we want to scrape this. And we might have to click this on the Mac, where it's like we never had problem solving at this much throughput per hour. The amount of problems you can solve and the amount of you can do from your laptop, because software is so ingrained in society, is so impactful. Like, think about how much you can get done in your life from your laptop. Now, like, you could see that as like, oh, but like, it's whatever. You can look at it in a doomer way. You can look at it as great for the opportunity. You know? Let's see. Cannot navigate to invalid URL. Okay, so I think it actually got everything. Okay, it got the URLs, and then it broke on line 126, which, well, not 126. It broke in this function. Let's see. Dot jobs. Let's log these hrefs this time. Why did I not log the hrefs? You know why this broke? Because I need to parse the full URL. My bad. I think that's why it broke. They say what the URL looked like. I'm pretty sure the URL was just the slash, and we need to do this. We need to get the window location dot origin. And also I'm trying to produce a lot of work here to sort of show that you can get to a point where a lot of your ideas you can follow through on it so quick. And that's going to make you be able to navigate the startup world so much better. You want to be able to test ideas very quickly. Working code gen, I'm super excited. The concept of seeing new stuff just being built in front of you. Well, I followed my heart and failed miserably in day trading. Lucky me, I started coding back. Yeah, dude, you're fine. You're like 22. You weren't gonna like the odds of you succeeding at day trading that young is very low anyway. But what matters is you keep trying and following through on things. Like, just keep following your heart. That's it. Because you don't get good until you try again. People always think it's like, oh, there's these wunderkinds that are figuring things out. No, these wunderkinds that are addicted to their passions. That's what it is, and they keep doing it more so than you when you're out wasting your time. That's all it is. Okay, so let's see if I think we're still good. Oh, I forgot the log stuff. No, I logged it right here. Okay, cool. Let's just log. See what our URLs look like. See what our yeah, all these logs are just from Glassdoor. Just random Glassdoor logs. True, I'm 22 too, and I want to rush things to get success as fast as possible. But yeah, I mean, the thing is there's a lot of 22-year-olds like you, right? That are super passionate and trying. There's not a lot of 25-year-olds. There's not as many 25-year-olds like that. There's not as many 28-year-olds or at all 28-year-olds like that. And then there's not a lot of, I can keep going. Like, there's very few 32-year-olds like that, right? The thing is like, don't let the light die. That's it. It's not complicated. It's hard. It's just not complicated. Okay. So execution context destroyed most likely because of navigation. My bad. So that's on line 26. Let's look at what this page looks like. Which page is? It's this one. Okay, so I went to Walmart reviews and then hold on. I don't think we're logging anything. Let me think. So why did it had an issue with navigating? Oh yeah, I don't want to actually do this yet. Oh wait, it's working. Well, why didn't it log everything? Did it log stuff and I just missed it? Yeah, I got to get rid of all these. Let's get rid of all these crazy logs here. It's this one. get rid of that. Let's see, where are these logs? Jobs href. I tagged my console logs. You gotta tag your console logs. You don't tag your console logs, you're not 10x. You're a baby X. You're half an X. Aren't you embarrassed? Like an Italian mother. Aren't you embarrassed? All right, see you tomorrow. Yeah, I see you. I'll probably be streaming. Probably not on Sunday. Let's see. Yeah, the real world's different. Yeah. Real world's crazy. What do you think about pursuing some small B2B services to potentially automate as opposed to bigger consumer web apps that will require much more time to be profitable? Yeah, definitely don't make a bigger consumer web app in 2023. Is your friend actually trying to do that right now? Like, bad idea. Terrible idea. Let's log where we're at. Let me see. Yeah, no, don't do that. Be lean. Everything's been built. Watch my video on the Go to Developer Stack. I talk about the Web 1, then Web 2, then Web 3 thing. It's like, we're not in Web 2 anymore. Platforms don't need to be built. Sorry. Well, the platforms that need to be built, actually, there are platforms that need to be built. There are alternatives to the platforms that already exist. What you need to be figuring out is the B2B is what you should be doing. You should be finding real business problems and problems of engaged users with money, people that need IT, people that need software, data, people that actually have a ton of data. If I was like, well, I'm already sort of doing this in my own side business, but it's like, I just typed in don't because I was saying don't. But my brain is like so bad. But it's like, look at businesses that are like actually that have a ton of data and they don't have technical skills. I know it's so simple, but it's like it's not that simple, honestly. Let's see, glass door companies. Actually, let's do it let's log like this. Start, log in, and give us up some structure. Start Glassdoor companies and the Glassdoor. Just want to, want to get some structure. Oh wait, we have the URLs. It's working. Why? I don't know why I didn't see that log. Okay, all right, cool. So let's now look at what this page looks like. I think we're starting on the jobs page. Okay, this is the reviews page. Yeah, we're on the reviews page. How are we gonna get these reviews? We don't need to look through all the reviews. I just care about this. I care about these pros. See more pros. We're gonna want to click this. See more. We got first things first. We got to click that. Oh, it's just gonna be easy. Oh, it's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel so good. B2B services and big enterprises where there's a lot of competition. Yeah. You can go where there's a lot of competition. It's just you're not positioned well, right? For that, like you need to find your unique advantage if you're going to do that. Everything's about finding your unique advantage. So we got to look at this highlights toggle link. And let's go to reviews highlights module. Let's do this. This is what our query is. I'm a query selector fiend, bro. Query selector fiend. All right, let's like I can find anything on your page. I don't use XPath because XPath is just it was always a mistake. Okay, so this is our query selector. Let's go to Let's comment out jobs for now. And let's break so we don't make too many requests. Everyone kind of understands what I'm saying. I'm just saying a lot of different concepts and things, but it's all important. But to understand, like, it's hard. I understand a lot of this stuff is hard. Let's do await page. Wait for. I don't know. I think this might not exist on all these pages. Like this button to show more. So we'll see. But a lot of these things are hard, but it's worth it to think it through beforehand, so your intuitions will get better over time, right? So let's await page dot. So we're waiting to see when this module gets. So after this module loads, we want to check to see if this element exists. We want to. You know what we want to do? We don't even care about checking anything. We literally, all we need to do is we want to see if the selector exists and click it if it exists, because we can just say get all the pros, get all the cons after we run this. So we get the highlight link. We say if the highlight link exists. Yeah, it's tough unless you got some cutting edge tech, being a nobody to compete with these $1 trillion. Yeah, like, it's cutting edge tech, but it's also it's IP. The biggest thing as a indie dev that'll help you is actually, weirdly enough, IP. It's true. But another thing is your domain knowledge and your positioning. So many times, big companies are taken over by innovations of small companies because those small companies had smarter people that had more energy, that cared more, that knew more about the business. These big, like, huge, bloaty companies, like they don't, they'll, like Google, like they'll fail at so many things. Google fails at so many things. Remember Google Plus? No, you don't. It sucked, right? But there was a need for that niche in the social network work. You know, there was a need for that. There was. I mean, like, it just wasn't. It just, the social media world, just like so many smart young bucks making so many valuable things that Google just couldn't. There's no, like, like there's no way they could win if they're going to conquer search too. And now they're losing search because of OpenAI, right? Even though OpenAI probably has crazy amounts of resources. We're working on this MVP for this enticing B2C product that uses pre-existing data from different sources, as you said, but I guess I'm more inclined to pursue small niche. Yeah, income, niche just means income, right? Like niche, when people say niche, they kind of just mean like, I'm actually going to make money on this. What do you think? Okay, quick like problem set. Quick proof. Let's think about the question. Why? Oh, this one's gonna be harder. But let's think about the question. ES module main. We'll have to get this. Let's think about the question. Why does VC? Why is VC bloated? Why are unicorns? Why does the hope of a unicorn funnel so much venture capital and so many millions of dollars? It's because you don't make money on your path to being a unicorn. What you do is you reach a user market cap, you reach a critical mass and an addictive user, like Uber. It's like, I got to get to my Uber. You get that user energy, and then you find ways to make money off of the data. And that's how you get the profitability and become the unicorn. That's dead. That's not, sorry, unicorns, it's not like, we're not going to, in my opinion, we're not going to see a lot more of that. find a way to make money, find a way to start a business. So this one's going to be a little bit different. So we have to get this data set main. This one's not that hard, but this one's, so page evaluate. It's like think of the why, it's like why is there so much money in venture capital? Because you have to keep giving money to companies that don't make money out of a hope. Niche is just a business. Like, when did niche start getting invented? And I'm not like essing on you for saying niche or whatever. I'm just like tackling. I'm just confronting the idea of that. I mean, it is a real word that has value, but I'm saying, like, people often say niche a lot more in tech after the tech bubble started in like the mid 2000s, because that's like the odd thing to have the niche business, because everyone's trying to get the unicorn. But if you're lean, doing the niche business where you have the domain knowledge, it's like that's where you make money. Okay, so document query selector. So we need to get this like main, this ES module thing we're using. So they have this data test thing where I'm guessing this is how they test all their elements here, and we're abusing it. So we want to get the nth child. We want to get the direct. How do you get direct nth child? We don't have to get the direct one. There's only 2 things in it, so we'll just get we'll get the direct div. Right. So get nth child. I think this is nth death child. I just need to know for sure. Yeah. And we're going to say nth child 1, nth child 2. Direct div nth child 1, and this is going to be the pros row, cons row equals weight. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for sticking with. I would have been doing this anyway. I'm crazy. I'm like a crazy. You're like watching a crazy person. I think we can get all the links. Like, this is what goes on in my head all the time. All right, we can get all the A tags. Nice. So the pros equals await. Oh wait, why am I awaiting the document queries? We don't have to do that. Oh, you gotta do that. No, this is dope content. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I really like doing this, because this is what I normally do. Like the conversation with Jack and schemology, conversation with Matt. Like, I have those convos all the time. We're just putting it on the internet now. Because I'm like, wait, what? Like, all my like dope friends, the world needs to know. And also, like, they need to know I'm crushing. Like, I'll be working on something. I'm like, the world needs to know. All right, so let's get the inner text of each of these. And the inner text of this link is the pro. So we're going to use these pros in our data set down here. And we're going to use the job description text. We got to get the job description text. Oh, that's easy. Fine. We're fine. Is it easy? Am I just saying, is that a cope? Am I coping? Oh, it's easy. All right, so we're going to get the pros. So we'll return pros, comma, cons. And then we're going to get pros and cons and variables here. Yeah, especially someone with more. Yeah, this is fire. Oh, cool. Yeah, I appreciate that. Could you talk a little bit about B2B versus B2C in specific, though? Because I'm mostly thinking about how B2B can generate revenue faster in the short term. But you don't have to think about short term. I mean, think about, like, if you're positioning yourself, the best positioning is what's gonna generate generational wealth for you. I mean, I'm just challenging that idea a little bit. And we can actually we can return this. But I will say, in terms of just what to do, B2C or B2C, it depends. Like something I'm doing now is we're making this product to help out tradespeople. It's like that's B2C, but it's like it's also kind of B2B. I mean, it's B2C because it's accessible, but it's like we're putting it in front of a paywall. It's a search for electric codes. Um, we're putting it in front of this paywall, but if you think about it, it's like there's a paywall. Like our customer, like you can have a license as an electrician, and you may need some greater service that we have that will give that business. Like if you're addressing a concern, you have the option to really I'm not even look at it as B2B and B2C, but it's like how much value are you providing and to who? So we'll first let's log these reviews. But in general, just to give you, I know that sounds a little BSy, but like just sort of challenging the idea of B2B and B2C. But it's like for in actuality, you're gonna want to probably get to know the concerns of more businesses, as many businesses as possible. So maybe start networking in your chamber of commerce. Especially because I think you guys are all like 21, 22, or not, or at least the people talking in the chat right now. So you're like in that college, right out of college age. My suggestion is to stop. Not that you do this, but it's like stop thinking in terms of like, oh, there are bosses and there are workers. Think in terms of start looking at the world as more of a playground, and that you get these services to be an owner and these services to be a worker and a laborer. And how do you use these services to your advantage? It's like, are you going to get an LLC and be an owner of a business as you are an individual contributor at a company, doing freelance? It's like, think of things like that. And when you're networking, think like, okay, well, if I have a network of 100 business owners, how can I leverage that network? That's a very valuable network. How much trust do I have? So if you have a lot of trust with consumers of a certain variety, like it's like you have a lot of trust with tradesmen. If you have a lot of trust with whatever, it's like, how can you leverage that trust within that sub network of people? It's like, think about the category of the business owners and the category of the workers. Because a consumer, it's like, is your business consuming for you? If you're really talking about B2B, you're talking about partnership, But think a little bit different in terms of the words we're using. So let's go to the business. Let's go to the jobs page. See how can we get, because I think the reviews page is just going to work. Dying last words. I was like, yeah, it's just going to work. Famous last words. Famous last words. It's just going to work. Whoever said that is a liar. Even though the login page worked first try, or the login script that worked first try. I'm proud of that. But once we get the data set, we're kind of done, because I have the Llama fine tuning. Like I have a video on that, right? All right, so we have to we're just getting the first job links here. Just getting the first job links. And we may have to cut the job description for inference. No, we don't have to do that. It's fine. The data set we're using already deals with that. Okay, so is this a random array of things? Oh, we can use this. It's a div. This is a div? Oh, this whole thing's a link. Oh, okay. This whole thing's a link that has this labeled by job title thing. Interesting. Oh wait, it has the data test thing. So this they have the whatever testing framework they have is helping us out a lot today. Thank you, Glassdoor. Thank you. Thank you, Glassdoor. All right, so let's evaluate document query selector. I'll teach a class on this, and then in the end it's like, thank you, site we just scraped. Thank you, sir. All right, so we get all the job links on the page. They're A tags. We don't have to specify that. We can just do this in here. So we have to do array from. If you're familiar with JavaScript, because query selector all gives us a node list, which we can't iterate easily with array methods. So we get the job link. I'm going to return the job link, and I'm going to use get attribute href. Wait, what is this page? Oh, this page. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Where is my thing? Oh, it's right here. So we have to do the window origin thing again, because we're just getting a slash endpoint here, which worked first try. That should be a thing. It's like first try. Everything first try. I get that from Braille skateboarding too, if anyone knows what that is. That's what this channel is about. Paradigm shifts. Yeah, shift the paradigm. Coding is actually like very, very cool. This whole learn to code movement sucks. Oh, we have to return this. Oh, learn to code. Go to your coding boot camp and just, no. I learned this stuff so I could create. Because creation, especially when you're young, helps build identity. Anyone know Hegel, philosopher? Self-consciousness is developed through seeing yourself through your products. I don't know, not to get religious, but it's like it's akin to the relationship of God's making man in his own image. Like your products are in your own image. Okay, so let's go. So these are the job links. So there's actually, we need to make a function to get the JDs. Just spitting philosophy. Big glass door, J job description. Page, and this is the job page URL. A little confusing. Job URL, job page URL. That's fine. Job link. Okay, let's await. Now this is where we're going to get rate limited on. So actually, before each of these, I'm going to make a timeout, and we'll just talk with this for like 5 seconds. That's a lot. We're going to only get 10. 50 seconds. That's kind of a lot to rate. Let's just do 2 seconds. Job descriptions. Yeah, we'll just get 10. So we'll actually do, I don't know how many this returns on function, but we want to return just 10. So let's slice this and just get the first 10. If it's less than 10, it'll just give us 8, which is fine. And you get to create a lot when you're coding, right? It's not just, it's great to learn a lot of things, learn woodworking, learn this, but problem solving, the heavy problem solving training happens here. You have that opportunity. Okay, so, and one thing Matt said in the stream that was really important is like, see it as like you have the opportunity to do this. It's a good way of thinking. All right, so we have to loop through the job links per job. And then as we loop through this, and we'll get our perfect days. Await Glassdoor job description and page. And we're going to pass in the job, which is just the URL. And then we're going to get the job description. I think we might have to get readability for this. Oh, no, we don't need readability for this part because we already know how to scrape Glassdoor. I think we're good. All right, let's go to this page. Let's scrape this page. HR partner intern. Sounds like a crappy job. Sounds like a lot of Excel. Sounds like a lot of Excel. Don't do jobs that are a lot of Excel. All right. Let's go. I'm checking the stream. Email me jobs for now. Oh, we're gonna have to click on that. Oh, it's right here. This page is like messed up, but anyway, it's right here. I think this is one of the CSS. That's weird. One of their CSS files didn't load. That's super weird. That's super weird. All right, so we're gonna get the JD, and we're just gonna. So we have to scrape this text. We're gonna have a data set. The job description is labeled by what the reviews are for the job description, so that you can just have this. We can maybe even make a Chrome plugin, or as you're looking for your job search, that just hits an API. We'll have to do all that. Oh, there's a job content description. Nice. Let's just use that. Let's go into. Oh, wait, we forgot one thing. We have to wait for job links to load. Wait for selector, job link. Okay. So in our job description, we're going to go to the URL. We're going to wait, page, wait for selector, job description. We're going to get this class selector. We're waiting for the selector to show up. We're going to get the document.query selector, which is going to give us the first one, which I think is fine. And we're going to get the inner text of this. And we're going to return this. And we're going to return that. And then this is going to give us the job description. It's that easy. So we're going to get the job description. After we get the job description, we can actually update the prompt or create the prompt. Let's make a function to generate prompt. It doesn't need to be async. So generate prompt. And we're going to use the pros, cons, and the job description. And then we're going to go, we're going to run this. So let's return multi-line string. Oh, this is the sprint. This is the sprint. This is when you go super. All right, so yeah, if you do your job and you're not like, oh, I just went Super Saiyan today, like once every month, like you hate your life. I'm sorry, I guess. Pros, we want to join this string with commas. Oh, this works. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. That's so great. This works. What was this like? Like 2 hours so far? An hour and a half? Beautiful. I love it. Okay, let's go. Let's generate the prompt. Pass the job description. We're going to pass the pros and the cons, which we have here. Let's actually parse pros and cons from this into variables. Let's pass it here. Let's generate prompt. This is our prompt. And then let's push this into the data set. Let's actually, I know this is weird, but I just want to, just because this can break at any moment, I want to get a data set file. I just want to write to the data set every time we get a new item. So we may get rate limit. Fool me once. Shame on you. having the Bush one. Fool me 3 times. And you're dyslexic. Okay, let's go, and we don't have to break. We just keep this running. So I think this is just work. We already did that. Let's run it. Watch it just break immediately because I forgot I had like a syntax error. Is there like no rate limit to bots? I don't know. I don't know how much bot protection we have. We might have to finesse through the bot protection. I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't know, like so far they don't care that I'm logging in so many times. So it's probably not that great protection. We'll see. I mean, if I do, then I can. We'll have to figure it out. I don't know for sure. Let's wait for this page. Let's see. We're starting. We're getting the companies. We're only getting these like first top 10 companies here. We really want to augment this script. You want to get a lot more. These are the links for both the companies. Oh, I forgot to log this stuff. Let's see if we get an error. We just like tested this whole rest of, or we just wrote this whole rest of this thing without even like thinking really. I'm not using proxy rotators. I should just have that next stream. I need to just build that offline. So I have that just running. It says query selector all. It's not a function. Okay. Why is it not a function? Let's do pros row. Query selector, pros row. It's probably because it's undefined. I didn't test this. This is on the, it's on this page. No, it's not on this page. It's on the reviews page. No, it's right here. Okay. So let's go. Let's test. So getting the pros and cons broke. No, I should have a proxy rotator. Every time I rerun the script, it should run through a different proxy. It's a good note. Next one should definitely do that. Oh wait, document query selector gets that, and then it says, and then it said I did this, and then it said query selector all is not a function, which it is. So it must not exist. Oh, because is there no pros con list for this page? I thought all of them had it. Let's just double check that all these. Wait a second. What was the first one we got? It was Deloitte. No, Amazon. Yeah, we're on Amazon. It has it. First one we ran through was Amazon. Actually, let me check. I just realized we're not logging anything, so I don't know if it actually already got one. Well, it didn't log a data set, so I don't think so. Let's get company URL. Oh no, we didn't log reviews, so we know it didn't work. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see. If you do stream, it would be cool to see. Yeah, I'll stream that. Next scraping thing, we will definitely do that. We will definitely do that. 100%. That's super important for this. Would you build your own or use a third party? Oh, it'll just be our own. So I'll get like a list of 5 VPNs, and then I'll just make it loop through, because you can just tell Puppeteer to use a certain proxy for every request, and we'll just do that, and we'll just like loop through it. We'll do like round robin every time we run the script. Yeah, that's super important. That stuff's super important. So let's go and see what's going on here. So we in here, so for some reason it worked in production, but it didn't work here. We're gonna have to, let me do this. double check that this works. Let's return this. This is a way to test. So let's log. Not the return. Let's log the result of this. And it should be an element handle. Should be element handle. We didn't change anything, right? I want to change something just to see. Oh, I don't know which one of these broke. Oh, no, it's the pros row, right? We may have to wait for this selector on a timeout. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's wait for page, wait for selector, just in case. It's the only thing I can think of. This EI main module thing may not exist on Chrome. Let's actually go back here. Let's click on, we're doing reviews. Yeah, let's click on reviews. And under reviews, you got like a GeoGuessr. See, I don't even know how to pay for that. All right, so one thing I do want to do is I want to make a like Battle Royale GeoGuessr. I think that'll be a fun stream. Where it's like you have to keep like the radius just keeps getting smaller every round, and that's what eliminates you. That might already exist. I think that might already exist. You know if that exists? All right. So, oh, that's from an old stream. This was a Facebook query selector. Look at that. That's crazy. All right. Let's check this page to see if this query selector works. Pros. Well, yeah, it did. I don't know. Let's review URL. Let me think. Why would this break? Let's just do this wait for selector. I think we should be good. Oh yeah, we got to do a timeout. Just no timeout. It might hang for some. Let's not do this. Let's wait for. No, let's wait for it. Okay, let's rerun this. Trying to get the pros and the cons for each job. I don't think we have to check because we're using famous companies right now that have a lot of reviews. Yeah, the GeoGuessr one is a fun one. I really want to do the GeoGuessr. I think that'll be cool. And also I get to do a game. I've been doing a lot of AI stuff, a lot of recently React, a lot of web scraping. I want to have a stream where we're doing more fun games. I think that'd be interesting. I also that's how I started out as a kid, is I wanted to make games. And I never have an opportunity to make games. I can't just make games in my free time. But then again, I feel like it's because deep down, I don't even want to make games. Part of me is maybe that's games are cool and it's fun seeing games come a lot to life. But part of me is I don't even, stuff like this, I find a little bit more fun. I'm a little conscientious with how I code. It's I want things to have a little bit more impact. I'm not saying games don't, but it's I don't know. I'm more of a utility person, I think. Okay, cool. We got all the companies. Got the first company URL. Um, are these broken? No, no, it's not. Okay, we're on the reviews page. What does it look like? Yeah, wait, this looks different than the other pros and cons. Wait a second. Wait a second. They're giving us different HTML. What? I wonder if this is. Oh no. All right, let's test this out. Let's go to this reviews page. Is this not the same page, Ron? It is the same page, but this HTML is totally different, and I tested it in Chrome. It's totally different here too. I gotta look at what that looks like. What? To cheat, I can just get an element that has pros in it to cheat. What? Let's see, module header, module main. Well, we know this element exists because this. Oh, we know this wait for happened because it would have stopped if the wait for didn't happen. So the wait for did happen. So it did find this element. Yeah, building stuff with function. Yeah, like I think it's a little more engaging, honestly. Let's see. I think this worked. They're messing with me. How do I find that page? Like their HTML is a little different. Oh, you know what? Why am I being weird about this? I can just await. After I go to the page, I can just await a timeout and just like test it in the browser. I don't know why I was being weird about that. I don't want to like try this too much because yeah, I'm not using the proxy, so I got to see what the structure of the page looks like in the Puppeteer. Oh, even better. I don't need to do that. I can. Oh no, I need to log in first. Never mind. Just run it again. We will survive the winter. We will. This will work. It's gonna be a lot of waiting here. Any more questions from anyone? Shanmu. So let me make sure. Shanmu. I just want to make sure I'm saying your name right. Yeah, it's such an important time in tech right now. It's crazy. It's like actually crazy. It seems like it's like not, and that's why it's such a big. Like it's not even that it's not. It seems like AI is gonna take all the jobs. It's like literally the opposite. Like I'll joke about that, but it's like no, it's gonna create a wave of people that are being born right now. Like that's happening right now. You gotta ride that wave and learn how to create as much value as you can. Like, it's so important. Yeah, I do freelance. I do freelance to support my current startup I'm trying to do. It's a good way to it's a good way to make money on the side. I mean, I have a video on like how to freelance. It's a great. It's been doing different freelance jobs for a long time. Let's inspect this. So what does this page look like? Or why is this page all messed up? Yeah, it's ES main module. Oh, this is in a UL here. Okay. It's like, all right. And then it looks like this. And this show icons is a different button. This is a button. We got to make two cases here. Let's look for an expand button inside this EN main module thing, or inside this. And it's lowercase. No, it's still. This is still right. All right. We got. They're giving us. They're probably A/B testing stuff. They're giving us multiple different different types of things here. So let's do this. Let's say if that link exists, click, else if, or else. Let's get another query selector for just the first button in here. I think we're fine. I don't think there's any other button. And then we'll click on that button. Okay, I was like so confused. All right, so now to get the actual, so this is still just a ton of links, but we have to get an li tag. So really, we just need to get all the LIs. Let's see, how does this work? So we still have the first two divs. Wait, this should still work to get the first div here. The click's not working, but yes, main module, yes, module main. I think this still works. Hold on. I get this, I get the mth child 1, the direct child. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. It's the end child 2 and the end child 3. Okay. So let's not even do this. Let's just get all the directives. Hold on. How do you do that? You can use the $0 to get what you highlighted. Did you know that? That's very important. Let's get all the directives. Oh wait, that's not a thing. How do you do that? Hold on a second. Let's get in ES module main. We have this div and this div. Wait, ES module main. This div. Wait, this should work. Hold on a sec. Data test E. Oh, it's EI. Why am I saying ES? EI module main, which is right here. No, this should work. This should work. So we get the highlights module. Then we get the EI module main. And then we get the div, this div right here. Let's test this in the console. Wait, this does exist. What? I don't know why that exists. Is it because this is it's unshow? Does this change with this? What do you think about raising kids in this era with more and more optimized stimulation? I don't have kids, but why not make your own ideas? And yeah, I'm struggling with it in network parts, really sure how to find people who have an idea in their heads and are looking for me to help them bring. With the kids thing, yeah, I mean, my perspective on that is like when I have kids one day, it's like it's all about I'm fully responsible for handling the situation on that. Like I think a lot of people see it as like, oh no, the society and having kids. It's like kids were born in way worse situations in the past, way worse. You know, it's like you have to. Kids are a gift. Okay, so EI module main. Let's see. EI module main. Is this the same? It is the same thing. Let's see. What? And then what's going on? What? And then I get all the A tags. And it's actually fine that they're in LIs. That doesn't matter. Yeah, because this A tag's still in here. So yeah, I'm getting all the A tags in this first. You know, oh wait. No, this should work. Yeah, I tested it. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I mean to test this screen. So let's do this. Then I get the first div, which is right here, and this worked. Pros row, query selector all, A. And then I get 15 links, which is good. Oh wait, I don't have to show more. We don't have to click to show more, I don't think. Whatever, that should be fine. Are there 15 links in here? There are not 15 links in here. We gotta fix that. Let's see. Oh no, it says 5. Yeah, that's right. I read it. I looked up a cold call script. I feel like cold calling is okay. You gotta be good at cold calling, 100%. 100%. Let's see. How are we gonna get this? It might be something to do with what I'm doing right here. Let's actually run this without timeout this time. I think we're actually fine. I think I'm overthinking this. Let's run this again. Yeah, cold calling. Well, yeah, to market yourself, it's important. 100%. But it's also just important in general when you don't have a network and when you're operating from zero. Cold start is very important. You have to know how to find the opportunity from like nothing. That's the 10x. All right, so let's see if this works. I got you. Ideally, I would just have to that I'm getting paid and project. Yeah. Struggling. Yeah, like I would say if you're struggling to network, try to find mentors. You could even contact people on LinkedIn. You could like try to find people that are in a situation where they're willing to help. A lot of people are. You might be surprised. Yeah, it's still undefined. Let's do. Oh, you know what? Let's re-add the wait for. Let's do this. Page wait for selector. Something's confusing here. I'm awaiting this, and then I'm awaiting that. Getting the pros. What's wrong? This should work. Everything should just work. Why can't it be like before where everything just worked? Someone watching this is like, you idiot. Why aren't you doing the thing that I'm noticing? Building websites for businesses, you can just cold call every business. Yeah, you can cold call every business. And if you can balance that grind skill set with the engineering discipline, you're golden. Glassdoor review finder. I like this script though. Not getting rate limited, that's cool. We're not doing that much of it, honestly. I should have, did I change anything? Why am I testing this again? Oh yeah, I want to see what's going on here. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. I know this is such a silly mistake. I know it's silly. It's gonna be silly. Let's see. So what's going on? I think it did click it. It waited for it. View highlights module, document query selector, console.log. No, we don't want to console log that. It's undefined. And we're returning it. We're evaluating this. View highlights module. You know what? Let's get an element that has the text pros in it. Let's just do that. I forgot how to do that. Get element that contains text. I forgot, is the pros capitalized? Yeah, it's capitalized. Let's just, and we'll get the closest parent to that. Let's get element by inner text. Wait, I've never used that. Wait, what? Get element by inner text. I've only done the selector, pretty sure. Yeah, we're not doing an XPath. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're definitely not doing that. Oh no, someone made a function called that. Not doing that. Okay. None of that is worth it. Pretty sure. No, oh yeah, if we do want to do the XPath, we want to do this. I'm not doing an XPath. So we have pros. Document dot query selector. Get this. We get the div. Oh, you know what? Also, we can get, so one of these rows, we can get it by this class. Pretty sure. It's not great. Let's see, get all direct. Oh, actually, oh, you know what? I don't think we have to do nth job. Hold on a sec. I think we can do this. Document dot. We're so close. If you know about the streams, I don't stop. All right, cool. So we can just do this. I don't know why I wasn't doing that. We don't have to do nth job. Total waste of time. We can just do this. We can carry selector all. And I think it's fine. And then, yeah, I think it's fine. And then we can get these pros rows. Oh, wait, I think I know why it's broken. That's fine. So these are our rows. And then the pros row equals the 0th one. The cons row, it's going to equal the first index, 0th index, first index. Then we're going to query selector all each for the A tags. If this just works, then I'm just going to be so happy. Yeah, right now, not so sure, but after the freelance project I'm working on right now, I'm hoping that the people I'm working for might open up. Oh yeah, Shenmue, on all of your subsequent gigs, always ask for recommendations and referrals. Always ask for referrals. Never forget that. I have a buddy that's been still just operating off of referrals, just for like a decade of freelance. Like only got the one and has just been referred to ever since. It's like referrals so important. You don't understand when you're building a client list, you're building a network. These companies know each other, that's helping you. And a company who knows each other, if a lot of those people within that company know about you, you have a name now, and then you're gonna be first of mind or top of mind. Yeah, always do that. Let's see here. What? What? This is blowing my mind. That's crazy. All right, let's await timeout for a really long time again. Let's run this. When you're web scripting, what format do you store the JSON? I always store in JSON. I always store it. JSON's so easy to work with. It's used everywhere. It's useful. I mean, it's the object model in JavaScript. So when I'm using Node, I can just load things up into JavaScript objects pretty easily. Python has a good JSON parser. And I mostly do Node and Python, so JSON. I don't operate with CSVs a lot because I'm not a data scientist. So I haven't. People that do a lot of CSV stuff, it's like you're just a data scientist, which is fine. But, no, I'm kidding. CSVs actually are used a ton with Excel, so you should be able to use. You should be used to using CSVs 100%. But if I'm going to choose a format, I'll never choose CSV. But I'm going to know how to. Let's see. Why did this reopen? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so this is loading. Let's run this. Let's open up the inspector. Wait, what? I'm awaiting this timeout. I'm waiting a crazy long timeout? Why did it keep running? Map. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, wait, did this break? This might be the issue. I think this might be breaking everything. This line right here. We're so close to getting our data set. We're so close. Once we get the data set, we can just fine tune it. And I already have the fine tuning script. If you want to learn how to fine tune, look at my fine tuning video. Let's run this. By the way, knowing how to web script is so important. Sometimes the data is not available. You got to figure it out. It's in an evaluate online. Yeah, that's the error. This is kind of a weird one because it seems like everything checks out. We're just testing here though. Do you ever use a database? If I have to, yeah, like I'll dump things in MongoDB if I need to. Typically, if I'm ever web scraping, I'll typically dump things in NoSQL database. Not saying that you have to do that, but I rarely am scraping for an application that I'm typically scraping to get a ton of data and then do something with it and model it so eventually it can be structured. But when I'm storing it, I rarely want to store it in a in a real database. Rarely. That actually can. Wait, wait, what? This timeout. Hold on a second. Test true. Okay. Oh, I set this to way too big. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I was like, no error. There we go. They're like, the number's too big. It doesn't fit into 32-bit. Are you dumb? I'm like, sorry. Have higher bits. That's you. That's a you problem. Turns out computers respond to you just negging it. It's weird. It's not weird. Just neg the computer. Has no one tried that? Pretty soon we will get this. We're joining now. We're getting this data set, which is we're using Glassdoor job descriptions with the company's history, like with their review history, the pros and cons, so that we can get a data set. So you can pass in a job description and see whether they're using language that is from like, and maybe it's good. Maybe you're getting a job that like typically companies with that language, they're good companies. Because I think a lot of the way to vet job descriptions is through the language of it. It's actually not through like, that's at least for me. Like it's a lot of it's not through the obvious thing. Please tell me this is undefined so we can actually figure this out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pros. No, it's not undefined. Oh my God. Am I using the wrong variable? No. Okay. I'm not using that. But I was like about to be like, what? Yeah. So this isn't. Let's do this. We're already doing a wait for actually. I don't know. Hold on. Let's do a wait for this. And then let's document query selector. Okay. We're doing a wait for. We don't have to like use query selector or about page evaluate for everything. Let's just do this. Like, let's do page rows equals this. And then we'll pass page rows to this. Or this would be rows. Then we'll comment that out. This has to work. All right. Let's time out that. Cancel this out. Run this again. Yeah, 64-bit or just go. Did you try turning it off and all? Yeah, no. Thanks for the nuggets here. Gonna do my own website. Yeah, about to hit 1K sub. Yeah. Soon we'll get 1K. Share with your friends. If you know people that can benefit this, share. I'd rather just do this and just like build a startup in front of people like this than have to do freelance, obviously. If you'd like to, you don't have to. You can donate. You know, I always appreciate that. Send a tip. Eventually, I'll do super chatting like that. Maybe I'll say like tip and then a certain amount of money. I'll do a stream on it. Maybe that's a little too much. I gotta figure out how that works. Yeah, it's only been like a month, or it's a month and a week. I stream a lot though. I feel like I gotta let my energy loose. A lot of energy. Because I'll be like, at the end of the day, it's like, what should I do? Anyone have any stream ideas of things you'd want me to build? Also, that live starter thing you're talking about, Jack, is so sick. Yeah, we should do that 100%. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's log this instead. We'll pass rows into this. And the wait for selector's working. Let's do like just a 2-second timeout. I don't know. Like, why not? Page rows. Maybe this is like a bug. So we get the rows in here. Because I tested it in the browser. You got a schedule. I typically stream around 7. Typically. Wednesday and Friday are podcast streams. Typically. But I stream a lot. Like, so far it's been most days. And I think I'm going to keep doing a lot until I burn out. Doubt it. I don't burn. It's for the week. Burning out's for the week. All right, so 7 EST. My bad. 7 EST. Yeah, I'm in Eastern Standard Time. So let's go. Let's get this div query selector all right from pros query selector all. No. Would be cool to see how to build your own LLM against agent as a stream idea. Yeah, LL agent. I've been having a lot of LLM things. LLM agent would be a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. We should probably do that, and we should use Hugging Face Inference API to build an LLM agent. Like, make our own LLM GPT engineer thing with Llama 2. That'd be interesting. Okay, so this is undefined, but it shouldn't be. The wait for selector is working. I'm gonna have to look this up. It's undefined. I think I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm awaiting it. Yeah, let's look this up. Is this page still up? Oh no. Let's see. Let's do this again. Close row. Yeah. That. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, I did query selector. Document query selector. Something. There's like one thing wrong, and when I figure it out, I'm just so mad. Oh, I'm gonna be mad. What type of startup would you do? On like if I live stream a startup, I don't know. It may have to be like community. The idea is community run. Maybe just like a pool of like a lot of ideas. Page rows. This is undefined. And we're getting this div. Let's see. Let me just see. Wait for selector, but element is undefined. Puppeteer. God, I'm going so low to actually ask Google. Ugh. This is like such a generic error. This isn't gonna. I know this isn't gonna show up. Yeah, it's not. It's not helping us out. Let's use an XPath to find elements containing text. I gotta, oh, I feel so dirty. I have to actually use XPaths to speed this up a little bit. Oh, so gross. Select elements by text. I want to get to fine tuning. I want to be fully fine tuned by 11. Let's actually shoot for that. Or by in like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Oh, no, I want to do, hold on. I don't want to use beautiful soup. It's JavaScript. Beautiful soup is if you want to scrape in Python. It's like a way to parse HTML in Python. Text contains. Yeah, let's do this. I think this one helps. It contains this. Okay, cool. Forgot how to do XPaths. XPath, JavaScript. I think it was the same XPath. So this is, oh, it's funny. It's already, it's a comment. I don't want that to confuse me. I think I want to say, it's actually close in these things. But this part's so annoying because it should work. Something that I think the area space isn't being given much attention. Thinking that many startup applications would be using Meta's segment anything model. Oh, is the segment anything? Is that object detection for like anything? That's interesting. That'd be interesting. I wonder what could be used for that. I think a lot of things get used for that. Oh, it's document evaluate. All right. Oh, it's so gross. I know. Contains prose. I think that's fine. I forgot how to do this. Let's get, so, hold on. Scroll. First order node type. Yeah, that's what we want to get. We want this whole line. So we're doing XPath. This is like kind of the old school way of doing things. Cool way. We're using this query, which is this, prose. And we're going to get, this is going to be our prose element. And when we get the prose element, I want to get the closest element. Oh wait, we can just use this PL thing. I want to get the closest PR MD STD. I feel like that's what I'm doing is dumb, but I'm just gonna keep going because I'm pretty sure I can just get the PR STD. Whatever. it's fine. I think that is dumb. It's okay. That's okay. Let's do this. We're going to copy the same thing for cons. So we want to get the element that has cons. So we're just checking to see if an element has a string in it. I'm not going to stop. So we're just going to have to keep going. Okay, cons element. Dot closest. Not stopping is good though. MD STD. I think closest is going to keep going up to get the closest, but it's not good for getting siblings. Pretty sure. It's going to feel so good once this works. Once this definitely works. Just opened up Safari for no reason. Does it feel good? It's a general purpose segmentation model. Nice. Maybe it can just be used as a better image classifier. It feels so good when things work first try. The login worked first try. I'm still living in those days. Now I'm living in the new days where we work on a very simple thing for an hour. That's fine. Or it's probably been 40 minutes. I'll like fake streams go on way longer, and really it actually didn't even go on for that long. Pressure's on. I thrive in the pressure. I eat the pressure for breakfast. Okay, so the page is loading. We're waiting for this thing to load. We're doing a wait for. It's still waiting. Wait, it got the handle that time. What? What? So it worked that time after we did the page evaluate that or this thing that didn't work, or after we did the XPath. What? Okay. So let's go back to. I don't know what just happened, but it's okay. Oh wait, I had this. Never mind. But all right. So let's just do that then. I don't know what just happened. It's like it just decided to work as we rewrote the whole thing. Uh, it's like what just like what? So we don't get rate limited. I think we should be fine. We're not really making a lot of requests. I just got to make sure I'm not getting all like OCD trying to click, click, click. I got to make sure. I have to make sure. That's important, actually. See if this works. Let's just get this done. Let's get our data set. Let's do it. Okay. So, okay, we got the elements, but the query selector all didn't work. And we passed the elements. For whatever reason, we're getting elements now, which is cool. So let's pass in these rows and, well, I mean, you know what? You know what? Let's just keep it in let's do this. Let's just do 0 dot. Let's just get all the like we don't have to do anything crazy. Let's just keep everything in. Maybe it's the page evaluate that's messed up. Let's get all the A tags. And let's just do 4 for links. You have to do an await. Let's just do 4 let length of links. Pros. And you can say cons equals 0. We're just doing node today. We're just getting right into it. Where is that from? I've been saying that. Let's get right into it. I know that's from some YouTuber. I don't know. pros dot push. Wait, how do we get the href before? Oh, we have to do that. Well, I don't know. I think it should be fine. I think this is fine. Let's get the link, and what else? Oh no, we don't want to return the inner text. Link dot inner text. Everything's just supposed to work first try. Everything that doesn't, you suck. Just kidding. If it doesn't work first try, your parents don't. Let's go. Like if things don't come easy the first time, you might as well just give up. That's like the demon in your head talking. It's not true. Everyone has struggles. A lot of times things seem easy because someone struggled more than you at it. You know, you'd be surprised how many people with God-given talent don't actually do anything. Because there's often the most functional people are the ones that are those black sheep growing up. Always something to prove. No, everything's supposed to work first try. If it doesn't work first try, you're an embarrassment to your family. I'm sorry. Your mother doesn't love you. No, I'm kidding. YouTube. Kidding. Am I? You do better watch out. I might hack him. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that. Please put me in the feeds. Oh no, the log. Oh wait, it did it. Oh nice. It's just that this log's messed up. Okay, let's run this. Why don't you stream on Twitch? There's a great community there. I should. I don't know. I just like. I feel like I feel like I'd get canceled on Twitch. I think I'd probably get canceled on YouTube too. No, not. I feel like that's a word that YouTube doesn't like. I mean, schmanzel. No, I mean, I guess Twitch is cool. I don't use Twitch. That's why. Like, if I use Twitch, maybe I should. What do you guys watch? Is it Twitch? I mean, everyone's on YouTube, so you watch YouTube. But like you're on YouTube now, so I know you watch YouTube. But like, is there other? I know Kick's a thing. Someone's telling me to go on Kick. I should just use all the platforms, honestly. But I was thinking like I just build on YouTube and then I like go do other platforms. I'm very new to this, by the way. Very new. I never used Twitch personally. Like this, it's been like 40 days since our first stream. It's like I'm figuring it out. Nice, we got our reviews. We got our job descriptions. Oh wait, we got the job URLs, but we didn't get the job descriptions. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Where is that? Their jobs. It should look like a lot of jobs. I should be slicing this. Why isn't it sliced? Oh, I'm slicing the evaluate function. Might be. Slice. I only want to get the first 10 jobs. Okay. I feel like if I get rate limited now, that's like someone's out to get me. I'm always thinking someone's out to get me. Like I'm crazy. Just kidding. I'm not crazy. Why am I not plugged in? Hold on. Let's get this. Let's pull this up. Oh, thanks. All right. Let's go to the job page, URL. Let's get this going. It's not, the script isn't even running, and I'm like, let's get this going. Eventually, I'll go super setting. Doing this. That's what I'm aspiring for. Like when Goku saw, when he saw Krillin die, right? And he went Super Saiyan, he was just like, he just learned C. That's all that was. It's just that you didn't get it's in Japanese. It was a translation issue. He was really just getting good at C. That's all it was. That was part of when I like actually got more confidence when I started reading the C book as a kid or as a teenager. And but it's like I have never had like once like I started really writing C, I started to be like, oh shit, S. And then nice. But then it's like career wise, I've only had to do like Python, JavaScript, Ruby, and also just building my own stuff. It's like all my ideas and intuitions I can just build with like Python. Like my current startup is a Flask app. Gear 5. I usually wait. Wet Go? Oh, Go. I like Go. I like Go. I feel like if I didn't know Python, I would know Go. That's the best way I can say that. What I mean by that is like, is this working? We have a data set. Yay! Yay! We have a data set. Yay! Let's just keep this. Let's get this running until we yay. See how I'm not waiting for the whole script to end for the data set. I'm building it as we go, just in case this fails. Nice. Go's great. Concurrency, yeah. Go routines. Concurrency is so important. See, in Node.js, they mock the concurrency gods with this event loop. The concurrency gods look down on Node. But the cool thing about Node is that you get that upfront concurrency gains in your request in your API, and you get it at such an easy, low cost in terms of development effort. What I mean by that is you get the benefit of these CPU cycles processing all your requests concurrently by Node being built in, it being built into Node. But Go, you get an actually fast runtime doing that. I'll drop it after this, but I figure the real value in general person segmentation model will be able to grab measurements information because every pixel in the image is labeled. Oh, interesting. You mean measurements? What if you could use a segmentation model to make like the perfect because I'm doing things for construction. What if based on what you're saying, you can make something that's actually really good at measuring like when you're doing construction, measuring because people use the ruler app all the time, Handyman. Is that kind of what you're saying? Like when you talk about measurement information? Like real world measurements. I may be misinterpreting what you're saying. Is that something they use like every day? And you probably use it too, like a leveler. But to be able to size things up without having to get a ruler and a tape measure for everything because that takes time. Like the physical time of that, if you can just snap, like for things that aren't crazy, they don't have to mark, you can just snapshot it. People use that all the time, but if there's a better one, because a lot of it's like super, super janky. All those ruler apps suck. Oh, interesting. So I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Oh, so it could be like a super powered, because one of the problems with those ruler apps is, yeah, like you have to isolate it. Hold on a second. It's just broke. We got to use a timeout. 300. So we ran through the first thing. So let's start at the second company. So let's change this slice, not this slice. Let's ignore the first one because we already scraped that. Trees. I think we already got another one too. This is fun. We're building our data set. Glassdoor doesn't really care. If I is greater than, let's actually just get the second one. If I is less than 2, continue. Okay, so let's just get like let's start at the second index. Can I post links here? They don't let you post. Can you post the links in the Discord? Because they don't let you post a lot of links here. But I was gonna say, the segmentation model is cool for that because, yeah, they don't show up in the chat. But yeah, link me. I'm JWordy in the Discord. Just at me in there, and I want to see it. So the scene thing is really cool because it's like, how do you isolate? Like if you have to constantly be moving things out of a picture in order for these crappy ruler AI models to work. I get what you're saying there. It could be good for architecture too. Think of trades that it'd be good for. So people will spend money, especially if they're independent contractors, for whatever they do. Think about the things you'd pay for as a freelance coder. You'd probably pay for a lot. If there's a really good LLM agent, like really good, you would probably pay for that. Some people already pay for stuff like that. Like, well, they don't pay. Well, they pay for OpenAI keys to use things like GPT Engineer and small developer and things like that. It's interesting. Also, interior designers. I see what you're saying more. Did I not rerun the script? Am I an idiot? Yeah, I didn't. I didn't rerun the script. Nice. We got a data set. I want to get a few more. I'm actually gonna down this to 5 jobs per thing. I'm a little afraid that we're gonna get rid of them. Pretty sure we are, actually. I mean, there's no way Glassdoor is letting us scrape this much. Like that, that's on that. Let's see. Yeah, post that in the Discord. Because they don't let links in. I don't even know how they can. I built a Jupyter notebook where I isolated a bolt, segmented, and then drew a line through the peaks of the threads and was able to count how many threads. Really? Wow. You can count, you can see the threads in a bolt. That's super precise. Did you have to get an HD image of the bolt? Or did it, like, what, do you know the resolution on that? Because I know one thing, when it comes to the minute things and messing around with these image models, it's not good. See, no, this is a new one. Poor management. Manager can be rude, no work life. This might, if we trends on enough data, this might actually be pretty cool. Like, I think that might be kind of cool. I use a standard iPhone. Oh, okay, so it's probably pretty high def. Interesting. Also with audio, there's a lot of Just something that's really, really good at making AI covers. You could sell that. You don't even need to sell that. You could just start up a Spotify called like DJ Scratch and Sniff or whatever, and then like DJ Bombaclot. Oh, is that it? That's YouTube. Sorry. DJ Riz. DJ Leet. DJ I rap because I can't code. I code because I can't rap. Which one? Imagine not being able to rap. That's like so depressing. Like if you literally couldn't, like if you're just not, you're so not musically in tune that you just can't rap, which is like easy. Rappers will hear that and be like, bro, actually, have you seen Eminem? Or orange. I get the orange and the door hinge. It's not. Early Eminem was good, but after like 2003, he just fell off so hard. He fell off so crazy. If you made a good audio AI, you could create music study channels. Dang, Nitro, you have good ideas. Nitro, can you like post some of these ideas? And we made a schemology channel in the Discord. Like this, the camera measurement thing's really good. Music study channels, that's interesting because those are, if you could automate like just creating 10 of those a day, but like targeted to different interests. Those channels, and like it's copyright free. Like you automated the AI, so it's good. You can make money off that. That's actually a really good idea. Sleep channels would be interesting. Is this done? Oh, I forgot that I didn't fix the problem that was broken. That made it stop. In all of our go-tos, we gotta have timeouts. Hold on a sec. What was the thing that broke? It was timeout exceeded. It was in the wait for. Yeah, all of our wait fors would be timeout 0. Oh, I don't think we want this timeout. I think we're gonna have to do it. Why is it waiting for this again? Oh, it was the job description one. Job description. Whatever, we can actually just start training the model. We can start training the model. Actually, is this still just getting stuff? Wow. Oh wait, it's not scraping this job description. What? Why wouldn't it scrape this job description? Oh, something broke? Huh. Some of these, oh, the job description is different for some of these. Okay, that's fine. Did we do one? Yeah, we did some of these, I think, for target or whatever. So let's just up this so we don't do it again. And let's slice 5. Let's only do 5 jobs. And then, yeah, the way we're getting job description isn't legit. Or it doesn't work for all of them. So let's wait for, let's do a timeout like that. Let's just do that. I have to make a really generic thing. And I posted a few ideas and stream ideas. Oh, you already did? Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah. But these are more like startup ideas. These are more schemes. Oh, wait. This is broken. Hold on. Just gonna run this a little bit longer. I want to get a larger data set. Oh yeah, we already. I said before 11 we start fine tuning. We can fine tune like in a minute. I need to section off the video so people can just skip to the fine tuning, or I need to chapter it. Apparently, Glassdoor is like actually kind of easy to scrape. We really, for all these scripts, think about how much we get done in like 3 hours versus if we actually had like to accomplish this task in a week or in a day or whatever is appropriate. Think about how much amazing stuff you can get done. So I'm telling you, just keep building, keep iterating on things. The way I'm iterating on that tiny web dev LLM, and if you're interested, I have this series where I'm trying to make a very tiny web dev LLM. Shenmue, I see your link. Made this project using segment anything model from Meta, the data labeling tool, but instead having to go through each picture and draw boxes around each object. Each object's masked out. Wow, dude. So basically taking a lot of manual work out of it. Oh, wow. That's really good. Dude, that's awesome. Can you post this in I'm gonna say in the chat, but can you post this and show off? That's really cool. Yeah. Now thinking really do need to oh yeah, this is the thing that's breaking. So what's going on here? Let's inspect this. It's not getting this job description just for whatever reason. Okay. Inspected element didn't show up. Okay. So job description container. So this one doesn't have a job description. Let me just use job description container. Is that a class? Hold on. I got too many things open. It's an ID. Let me just use that. Let's just do this. And let's just get the inner text of that. Let's just be safe. That's weird. Appreciate it. Since your work actually get appreciated, getting people to use it. Yeah. Yeah, the getting people to use it, that's the hard part. No, that's cool. I mean, that can be used for a lot of stuff. Because you think about it, like if you get a picture, the labeling of the different regions, the auto data labeling, that's like one of the hardest parts about it. You know, like the thing about it, if you have to process like thousands and thousands of things, that's crazy. You should put it so if you really want to show off your work more, make GitHub repos, and in those GitHub repos, make really good readmes and post them on Hacker News. Like package it, and then educate people on how it works. So you're communicating it, similar to what I was talking about how Unix is communicated so well. So like the part of the engineering is the communication. Like when you make your README, make it so that I can see how to run it, how to install, blah, blah. Well, it's just a Jupyter notebook. So it's like, I see these are the or make the Jupyter notebook well commented. I mean, you may already know this. I'm just saying, like, I found that when I package things well and then I post on Hacker News, I love that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a cost. Yeah, it's cutting costs. This is really a good project for a business that you're doing. All right, so we're running this. Is this nice? It's running these. Cool. It's actually getting these reviews for Target. or McDonald's. All right, no, it did all the Target ones. Now it's getting Target or McDonald's reviews. Nice. Maybe we'll just run the day. Well, we'll just run this for the next few minutes. See how long this takes. Yeah, yeah. You want to. Hacker News is great. It's fell off a little, but I used to. I mean, when I was like a kid, like 14, 15, 16, or 15 to 17, I would make projects like every weekend and post it there. That was my like hobby. I didn't like care about school. I didn't really do that. Oh, you didn't study? Oh, I studied. It was just not like what dumb thing. It just wasn't like Spanish. I took Spanish for a lot of years in school. No, no hable español. I don't really know anything about it. I put my project out there. I haven't put it on GitHub yet, but I'll probably do that once. Yeah, and the GitHub project, just make it, uh, make the Jupyter notebook. Just use your file where the Jupyter notebook exists. I would suggest that. You didn't put it on Colab. You can try that. Yeah, like the cool thing about my high school is that it was actually cool. Like it was a fairly, even though it was public, it was fairly competitive and like a good environment. I started like they let you start clubs. Like I started like a coding club and this like political club, and uh, and that's when I first went to hackathons. We used to go to hackathons. A lot of crushes actually from my high school. Like we had a good community for that. For my toy project with the bolts, I could use the tool to create a hyper-specific bolt detection model, which could be used in the cell phone app. This is a great tool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 100%. But think about how to package that and how to communicate that. Like, really think about that communication. Let's see. We still on McDonald's? No, we're on Infosys right now. Dang, there's so many Infosys job postings. Okay, now we're on Accenture. I want to run this more actually, because this is the first time I've been able to get like a fairly decent data set for within the short time frame. Like I typically have to get like n equals like 2. So this is good. We're getting probably like 30 things or 27, which isn't like big. Like I want this should be like 100 different things. And before I was using OBS and the streams were slow because like it was all on my computer, but I'm using Streamlabs now, so which is nice. Streamlabs is very nice. I just want to get into the fine tuning. I think I'm just gonna do it in like a minute. I'm so impatient. Just opened up my mail for some reason. I got nothing on. Okay, let's go into this. Let's see. Nice. It appears to be running these pretty well. Is it? I just realized our prompts misformat. Our prompts are misformed. I think. Are these making new lines? Oh. It is. It is making new lines. It's also making tabs. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want these tabs here. My bad. My bad. I should have trimmed it. And like this should be this and this. It's fine. We'll just have to use those tabs. It's actually not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I think tabs get removed anyway in the token. Actually don't know that. I don't know if that's true. I forgot that string formatting automatically makes tabs and everything. From my experience of like working with myself, building the startup application for my client, what do you think? Getting required, what job you think I could get with this? Honestly, I don't want to dev for a company, but just my own projects. Hmm. With what you're building now, you could it's interesting. A lot of people don't honestly, for something like this, you might want to put it in front of a server and Shanmu, you might want to put your project in front of a server. See if you can do that and put and make a API for it. If you can. If it's like too much processing, that's totally fine. But if you can put it in front of a server, then you can make a website that does it, and then you can market that website. And then you'll see, and then the way the website will work, you'll sort of say, hey, like this helps you out in your business. Like you can make a sale on the website that uses the tool. Because the thing is like it's hard to just one thing it's very hard to do is to just constantly cold approach companies. Well, I'm not saying you should do this too. You should do both. So you should do what I just said. You should also get a list of companies you think, like get a list of companies you think that could use your services. Make a little developer profile for yourself, like a little website that's like, hey, this is me. I built this tool. I can do all this stuff. And yeah, contact a ton of companies being like, hey, you might be able to use this. You might be able to use this. But also, while you're doing that, try to make an API. Okay. So let's actually stop this. I think the data set, I totally forgot there's all these tabs. Let's remove the tabs. Let's whatever. Let's not remove the tabs. Let's, all right. Let's go to fine tuning. That was a whole thing. All right. Was this hour 3? Fine tuning's quick. I'm going to run through the fine tuning script. Fine tuning. Let's see. Do I have my collab? I just want to see if they can auto give me my collab. Okay, I'm just going to have to go on to so many projects. So many projects. This past month, it's like so many projects. It's actually kind of crazy. We made a cancel bot. I feel like that was a controversial one. I don't actually want to quote unquote bansel anyone. It's just a joke. Okay, so Tiny Web Dev is this which one am I doing the fine tuning? Tiny grad practice. GPT-2 fine tuning. No, I have so many collabs. Web Dev LM. The training base query. Is it this one? No, I think it's Tiny Web Dev LM. Pretty sure. Let's open this up. It takes a good amount of GPU power. What model are you using? Hosting it would be hard. You may want to just do the make a portfolio and find a way to contact companies that you think would need it first, and then you'll just trial and error figure that out. It's not perfect, right? All right, let's go. This is a pretty generic. Actually, I'm gonna make a copy of this. I want to keep this up. This is an interesting project. Check out my Tiny Web Dev LLM series I have so far. It's just in the title of all the videos. That's really good. I'm building I'm training a Llama 2 to use this very compact. I'm training it to style web pages, and I'm essentially taking a ton of HTML snapshots, embedding all the styles in them to keep the tokens close, so you don't have all the HTML and then all the CSS, which makes it harder to train. And then after I embed them, I diff the control styles, so the styles that are already in the default styles. So I only get the new styles. So then you just have the static embedded page, and then I make a CSS. I with the data set, I automatically create a CSS framework to apply common styles in the data set that's semantic, and they're named based on the titles of based on the context of the HTML pages, the class name. And then so it's like, we actually in the end it's like super small, like it makes it eight times smaller. And this way, when you're already using LoRa or QLoRa to fine tune these LLMs, it's so efficient. And I think with a big enough data set, we can actually like train a very small, even maybe GPT-2 to like actually be good at making websites creatively. It's very simple. It's only so because I think GPT-4 is like really expensive. It's kind of silly how expensive it is. All right, let's copy this. I want to just, is there like a copy to new notebook? Save a copy in Drive. Then open a new tab. Nice. I think that did it. Okay. But anyway, in that series, I walk through all that, and I also walk through some fine tuning with QLoRa. Okay, so let's connect. Let's upload our data set. I think it's a small data set. Yeah, it's like, oh, is that 15 megabyte? I can't do that in my head. Bytes. Oh, okay. All right. It's not a lot at all. It's not a lot at all. Let's upload this. Let's upload this. Why is it taking long? Okay, so let's go to, is this in experiments? No, it's in my dev folder. I don't think this is an experiment. There's so much stuff. I think it is an experiment. What's this called? This is it's a thingy. I know that. Yeah, I'm crazy. That's why I have all this stuff. Just a little crazy. Just a normal guy. Just a normal guy. Oh my god, I put this in. Oh my god, I put this in another project. That's for a job. So stupid. Okay, yeah, let's open up this. Let's upload this. Super small data set we got here. Should make it very easy to fine tune. Oh yeah. Okay, let's load up the data set. We don't have to load anything from Drive. That's a good thing to do if you want to load up stuff in Colab. Put in your Drive. We don't have to cut it down or anything, but I do actually want to. Yeah, we don't have to do that. What is this? No, we don't have to do this. This is I was just cutting down things that were too big. Let's print. I just want to get the length of the data set. It's 28. Okay, it's pretty good. Okay, let's install transformers and data sets. Let's install accelerate, which is allowing us to easily fine tune for optimize for various GPU architectures, bits and bytes. It's to load it up in low bit, 8-bit. And actually, I think we're doing LoRa here. QLoRa, I mean. And PFT, which is the Hugging Face's fine-tuning suite. Oh, I gotta log into my Hugging Face. This was a journey. You made it this far. You're 10x. No, you're not. I can't. No. close. You're so close. Let's copy this. Let's give them my token. Add tokens. I need to like not stream myself like logging in and stuff. So it's gonna bite me in the butt. Then again, I don't know if I care. All right, so yeah, I got this from StarCoder. Very cool project. Just like an open source code LLM. So this is a fine tuning script they have where they use PFT. I'm just adapting it for my own data sets. The way this works, I have like a couple videos where I run through this, but real quick, the way this works, well, they have some training callbacks here. Skip that. I just make it so it's not like a command line tool. I just make it so I can use it here. Yeah, they use the character to token ratio, and they print that out. They're just printing out the trainable parameters, which is good when you're using something like LoRa or QLoRa, because you're not actually training, like most of the weights are frozen except for some of the output layers. And this is the data set. So and when using PyTorch derivatives and using Hugging Face, you're going to be loading up this data set class or a data set class. And here, the way it works is it actually just it has an iterator on the data set array that you have, and it keeps iterating through it. And it keeps iterating through a sequence length, which is a max of 1024. So I think we should definitely be exceeding. And it'll keep, oh yeah, by the way, the labels are the same as the input IDs for the model. It'll keep looping through that 1024. Then we're going to create the data sets. Yeah, we're getting 10% for the validation data. We're only using 28 things here, so it's not crazy, but which I think the variance is pretty good because we went through a few different sites or a few different types of companies. All right, so the run training, this is the training loop, which is just this line right here that initiates the training loop. We have these checkpoints, which we will be saving the checkpoints of the model as it runs through the training loop. These are our parameters, still called StarCoder fine tune. I could call this, what is this called? Actually, we should also name this something else. This should be named, what are we doing today? Oh yeah, job 10x job better. This is our job better. Well, we're fine tuning Llama, so let's just call it Llama fine tuning. Job better. Make sure I don't want to do this. Wait, this is not saved. This has a ton of stuff that I don't want. I think we're good. Oh yeah, this is the LoRa config. This is using, oh wait, this is not using QLoRa, it's using LoRa. It's fine. I gotta get, yeah, this is old. One sec. Let me get, let me open up another notebook. I want to see my settings for, is it base square? My names for things are so funny. I'm like, is it base square? I don't know. Let's just get the 7 billion parameter Llama 2 Hugging Face model. I don't know what it's what it's called. I think it's meta / Llama 2-7B something. No, that didn't. We're getting the smaller one. Oh yeah, it's that. Okay. We want to load this model up. We're not generating code here. Yeah, it's casual LLM. The R is 16, which should be low enough for us. We're not doing the bias. We're not fine tuning the bias, I mean. run this. Get in there? Nope. Let's create our directory here. Let's get our tokenizer. Oh wait, our tokenizer is updated, but our other thing wasn't. Not good. Hopefully I didn't actually train on Starcoder for my last thing with a different tokenizer. All right. Oh wait, this is using. Wait, this is messing my brain up. Oh, this is using the QLoRa, so the 4-bit quantization right here. Okay. All right. Should be even more optimized. Let's load up. Oh, because I overwrite it here. Okay, I get it. I get it. No one else gets it, but I get it. So it matters. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's gotta load up. It's like 700 gigs, or even 70 gigs. Start iteration 0. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I updated the wrong thing. I was like, why is this so bold? Let's see if we can train this. If you're still here, you're a G. You're awesome. You're a little crazy though. Just want you to know. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm actually the crazy one now because I'm like having fun. Okay, so let's go and models. This is gonna take a little bit for this model to run. It's all right. It's all right. Well, if I was drinking milk, would that make you uncomfortable? Why does this have no length? Oh, hold on a second. That should have a length. Create data sets. Hold on a second. This create data sets function ran and it loaded up this train data set. Train underscore data equals that. And then it did train underscore data. Huh. I don't know why it has no line. Maybe it's just not. Oh, it's not set. Yeah. Right. All right. Let's start the fine tuning script. So far, we're at 6 gigabytes of GPU RAM. Eventually, I want to make a front end of this. I think we're training. I think we're good. Eventually, I want to make a front end of this. This is a good web script for a web script. It's actually a very good. We did it pretty efficiently. Feel pretty good about that. We didn't do pagination, which is actually kind of easy because they let you paginate in the URL. This was a good web script. I feel good. I feel juvenile. Let's see. Let's go. Not ignoring. Still here. I just need to. It's like, I'm still here. Just need to check something real quick. But yeah. Any questions in the chat? Because I'm not really coding anymore. we did it. We're fine doing it. We just don't know if it's going to work well. And for some reason, we did not go through an iteration When are we logging the iteration? We're logging after 10 steps. It didn't do 10 steps yet. If you have any questions, let me know. We just want to talk. I I can talk to myself forever. Too. I'm borderline psychic. The GPU RAM is actually only at 9. That's actually crazy. I feel like that's suspiciously low. Maybe this isn't actually. Maybe Qlora doesn't work well, right? Maybe it doesn't work well. One thing I did want to talk about is like if you're someone and you're a builder, you're a coder, and you're like kind of confused on like what to build and like you're in a rut and you're like you feel like you haven't progressed a lot. I would say definitely get into a position where you're inspired. Dig deep. Inspiration is yeah, we have a high training loss, but inspiration is the key. I was inspired when I saw a lot of these new code LLMs. How much better is Colab Pro? I'm getting abused by Colab. I'm getting abused by Colab. Much. I don't, it's like I mean it's the best. It's kind of the best option for cost. It's not the best option. What I mean is it's very cheap. But like yeah, I mean Colab is like you pay for these compute units. You should probably get the additional one for real, like which is a lot more money. But for $9 a month is actually pretty useful for me. Find the best cloud setup for AI training. Yeah, we could have one where we just try to fine tune on various cloud setups and just see the cost and how much it cost us to get and like an effective fine tuning. A lot of this fine tuning I'm doing is so experimental that I haven't really done any evaluation metrics on any of this, which we should do in a stream. Um, we're kind of just seeing if it works. I want like to keep. I want this to go long. Yeah, let's go through an epoch. Let's go through an epoch, which I actually don't know how long it is because our data set is split up. But let's see. Yeah, I want to do a. That's a good idea. One thing I need to do is I want to see if we can actually with one of these like coding LLM agents, if we can actually figure out if you can like with no skill do a job with it. I want to like I want to really vet that thoroughly. Someone mentioned that in a comment and I haven't addressed it yet. I really want to address that. Really want to address that. But yeah, you gotta understand. Like, I feel like it's so like it's so funny because people will like talk to me about like how to learn things and how to do things, and it's like, dude, I didn't. I had such a different path than other people. It's like I was never training for a job. I was like I like a lot of I think a lot of the life changing events in which people are like I have to like learn something and be useful. It's like I had a lot of that stuff when I was like very young. I was a nihilistic little 14-year-old learning how to code. Like I was like this is it gave me so much meaning building things. And I feel like if like you understand, you're competing with people that are pathologically learning how to cut, that truly love it. I imagine the Colab Pro is definitely yeah, it's a super. I actually do really like the UI for Colab Pro. Yeah, it's like really be grateful for this moment we have and like in time. Like we're in a moment where now we can like truly we can build very impactful things and solve problems and train that problem solving at such an insanely high degree. Or in a high degree is a weird way of putting it. It's just in a lot of times. Like the efficiency we can get in an hour is getting more better and better and better. And the men who made sacrifices in their lives to give us these computers, to give us C. Think of the visions they had on what we could do with these things, and then crush. GPU. Ah, I don't like that the loss didn't go down, but also like our data set's terrible. So our data set's really bad. Oh wait, the epoch's super low. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a sec. Why would it be that low? It's definitely not. Hold on a second. Logging steps. And we have a batch size of 2 also. We could probably increase the batch size. Is that the right epoch? What's our do we have the callback for that log? I thought it would already be almost done in epoch. Hmm. Yeah, like what? Hmm. Well, to figure that out, let me stop this. Let me run inference here. So let's load this up. Let's see if this works. I have to do one where I actually like this actually like I can actually get it to train properly. I'm not going to use the tabs. Ooh. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's figure out, let's see if we can actually get some things going. Like, let's just add the tabs. I know it's kind of sucks, but okay. So let's not do that. I'm making spaces. So let's just get a job description. This isn't going to do anything. I just want to kind of see what's going on there. So let's software engineering jobs. I'm going to have to run the model a little bit longer. I also, we can also do some zero shot training. Let's go to LinkedIn. Let's test this out. Let's test it out. Follow me on LinkedIn? No, don't. I don't care at all. It's about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is bullshit. LinkedIn's not bullshit, but it's like LinkedIn freaks me out because everyone's like so fake. And when people are really people are really fake, that freaks me. How do I get this all in one line? Let's remove white space. It's the easiest way to remove white space. I'm just going to go to an online tool to do that. What's the easiest way to remove white space? I mean, I could do a doc string, but I don't want to. I don't know what that's going to do space wise. Let's go here and let's do remove white space. Sorry for just capitalizing your title. Just build that. It's a business. Oh no, that's not what I meant. I just meant like remove. I didn't mean that. Hold on a sec. Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant like remove line breaks. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yes, nice. Oh, is there parentheses breaking? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what this prompt looks like. Oh, there's no end token. Hold on. It's fine. We're just going. I want to see. I kind of curious what this is, bro. I gotta go eat dinner. Good talking to you. Yeah, of course. Really appreciate all the advice. Feel like where I'm at. I want to do everything, but you gotta remember. Yeah, take it slow. Always take it slow. It's been fun. It's been fun, man. Yeah, join in on the Discord. Have fun. Be cool. I don't know why that opened. Let me close this. Let's read this. It didn't do it yet. Or it didn't do it. Did this. All right, we need to fine tune it a lot more. Obviously, it just might take hours for that to happen, and I don't want to stream that. So we had fun. We did well. Any final comments, questions? Down to answer some stuff. But we did. This was fun. This was like, I feel like this was initially. I gotta like fine tune this. I want to like follow up with this fine tuned well. I want to follow up with like an actually properly fine tuned machine. And if you want the code, let me know too. I should probably do that. Should probably do that. All right. Yeah. Oh, and also, if you want to have any advice or career advice, also there's channels on the chat about stuff like that, or in the Discord about stuff like that. All right. It was fun. See ya.